What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along. And today it is a London derby, Arsenal against Chelsea, the Willian derby, the Peter Cech derby, the David Luiz derby, the Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang derby, people. And Arsenal have made a few changes. Finally, Tupac. I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, finally, Mikel Arteta has made a change. Is it too little too late? But anyway, we'll see tonight. Let's see how the game goes. Make sure you like the video on the way in. Subscribe if you haven't already and all of that good stuff, people. I got to be totally honest, man. Going into this game, I've been a little bit like, whatever. Season's kind of done. Too little, too late. But now the game's here, I'm not going to lie. It is a big game. It's still Arsenal against Chelsea, London derby, all of that stuff. And listen, I think that City will win the league. But we've got to stay there just in case something crazy happens. That's all we can do. Just, hang around until something happens. And if it don't happen, at least we've done our job. So we still got to go 3-point collecting tonight, people. Big up everyone in the chat. Dre said, I'm loving the lineup. We'll talk about the lineup shortly. I'll give you the headline news. Madness dropping Martinelli and not Saka, says Carlo. I mean, I was a bit surprised by that. This is a vibe along, straight vibe along, people. Wayne Wonder back in the day, bounce along, only you can. Big tune from back in the day. If you know, you know. It's just a vibe along right now, people. It's not even a watch along. Just straight vibes. Arteta finally listened. 2-pack changes, finally. Big up my bro Nate for score. We said, I'm going for 2-1 Arsenal. I'm going for 2-1 Arsenal. I saw a lot of people in the comments yesterday on the stream saying we're going to smash them 3 or 4-0. I think you have to understand that we're not in good form and they're not in good form. And we have called ourselves Santa Claus FC in the past. We're the team that hands out gifts when a team, needs gifts. Big up Wasim, big up Big C with Latte at the game. Big up C-Unit business, man. Community settings. Enjoy the game, man. Hopefully we win the game tonight as well. And it's worth watching, man. Big up, big up, big up. Anyway, let me give you some headline news, people. Let me give you some headline news. Arsenal have made changes. Jakub Kiwior makes his debut for Arsenal. Now, I'm saying something in advance because you're all thinking it, people. We're all thinking it. If this brother has a stormer for us tonight, yeah, then the first question I'm going to be asking, can you explain to me why this guy didn't start previously if he's that good? I said before the Kiwi wasn't ripe. Is the Kiwi ripe? We are going to find out tonight. If he has a stormer, I want to know why he wasn't starting 2 weeks ago and why you've waited so long. But that's a whole different question. Jorginho starts. Thomas Partey is dropped as well, people. Hasn't been playing well. But interesting that he got dropped rather than Granit Xhaka. Both of them have been playing pretty poor. But he's gone with Jorginho and Xhaka. One thing's for sure, that is a very lacking mobility midfield. That is one thing that worries me there. Are we going to have the legs in there, because you're going to need them. Somebody's saying I've missed a Chelsea player out. Have I missed a Chelsea player out in the chat? My starting lineup wasn't far off, but, not close enough. Definitely not close enough because I definitely didn't see Jorginho playing in midfield. Who have I missed out of that Chelsea team? Raheem Sterling, Madueke. Have I put everyone there for fun? Oh, Chilwell. There we go. Ben Chilwell. You know what? 10 men, that might have helped us. But yeah, Chilwell. Let me add him in there. But yeah, anyway, in terms of the Arsenal team, the other headline news, people, is that Trossard starts, which I think all of us are happy with that. I certainly wanted Trossard to start. One thing that I didn't see happening is the fact he's dropped Gabriel Martinelli, which I made a comment in yesterday's stream, and people were saying, about who we should drop. And I said, you find with a lot of these managers, they'll drop who's easier to drop. It's easier to drop Martinelli than it is to drop Gabriel Jesus, because Gabriel Jesus will turn around and go, well, hang on a minute, bro. You signed me to bring me here to win you the title. I was at Man City. I was sitting on their bench. Why have you left me on the bench? I don't understand dropping Gabriel Martinelli. I really don't. I'm sorry, I don't like that. I'm not here to get onto the manager. Definitely not. But let's be honest, we've watched the last few games. We know that Martinelli's been one of our better players. Didn't play well against Man City, but who did play well against Man City? No one. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that he should have dropped Jesus or Saka before he dropped Gabriel Martinelli. There's no way on earth that Martinelli deserved to get dropped for this game. I am happy that Trossard's back in the team. I think he deserves a start tonight. But there's no way that Martinelli should have been getting dropped. Chelsea, I think Aspilicueta's at right back. I would have put the pace of Martinelli up against him. I think Saka could have had a rest. Or you could have taken Gabriel Jesus out, who I think's had a pretty quiet last couple of games. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Trossard starts. Martinelli's on the bench. Bring him off the bench. Use him later on in the game. Happy for Trossard, but I would have liked to have seen Martinelli start. Let me add Chilwell. There we go, Chilwell. I had 11. I only had 10 players down in the starting lineup for Chelsea. There we go. Chilwell is in there. Big up man like Saeed in the chat. Come on, Arsenal. Well, listen, bro. I think it's too little too late for all of that. I can't lie. I think that's long gone. I think you're going to have to stop that treble yourself in the FA Cup final. Lauren said Martinelli is the only height we have in the team. Mark said, big up Big C. I know we're all good, but we have to keep with the boys. And in return, they need to finish this season off strong. Do you know what, Mark? I'm a lot calmer than I was a week or so ago. I was sort of dealing with the fact that, oh my God, the title feels like it's gone. Now I'm trying to sit there and just cling to the positives and say, do you know what? I am disappointed, and I do think there should be question marks over why we haven't won this title. However, we are where we are. We're in the Champions League. We need to have a massive summer and go again next summer. I'm chilled. This is a vibe along. I'm telling you now, you're going to see a much more laid back, me in these streams, because I've got my head around it now. It is what it is. Support the team and see where they get us. What else am I supposed to do? I'll be banging my head against a brick wall. Shameless Saeed. Big up Brian. Big up Curtis. Changes too late. 3-1 Gunners. Great bench. Nothing personal. Abba. One thing I would say about, and big up Brooklyn in the building. Brian always supporting the channel. As I said, if Kivior has a stormer tonight, the first question that I think every single Arsenal fan will say is, well, how come we've just watched Rob Holding in 4 of our biggest games this season when this guy's on the bench and if he does perform at a high level? That's the first question. But, anyway, let's talk about the headline news for this Chelsea team, people. And there's only one headline to talk about. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang starts his first game for Chelsea since November. And, of course, it is away at Arsenal at the Emirates. Now, I tweeted earlier that I believe Aubameyang should get a good reception from the Arsenal fans. Mikel Arteta stated it as well. I remember the fans applauding Olivier Giroud, despite the fact this guy clowned us when he won the Europa League with Chelsea. I personally wasn't applauding Giroud that day. But I do think Oba deserves a decent reception from the fans. But it's going to be an interesting game. Number one, you're going to have a very motivated Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. People have to remember that Frank Lampard tried to sign Aubameyang when he was Chelsea manager before, when Oba was still at Arsenal. Also, if I'm Aubameyang, I'm looking at Kivior, I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to try and give him a hard time. It's his debut. He's under pressure. I'm gonna see if my movement can cause him problems. He's looked a little bit nervous. But listen, it'll be interesting the reception he gets from the fan base. Now, this game in particular is going to be interesting because, as I said, we did the preview show yesterday, and a lot of people in the comments, big up Broads in the chat, hope you're well, my bro. A lot of people in the comments were saying, oh, we're going to beat Chelsea 3-4-0. They're rubbish. They can't score a goal. They can't win a game. They're trash. I said, listen, I don't buy into that narrative because this is Arsenal. You know, less than 2 weeks ago, I saw Southampton score 3 goals against us. They're the worst team in the Premier League. They're basically in the Championship already. They came here and bagged 3. Theo Walcott rolled back the years. This will be a difficult game. Make no mistake about it. Now, Thomas Partey's been dropped. Now, he probably does deserve to be dropped. But ultimately, you're playing a midfield of Jorginho and Granit Xhaka up against N'Golo Kante, who's looked good since he's come back in the team. We know how much ground he can cover. Kovacic, who's very mobile, very good on the ball. And Enzo, who's a class act. We're going to have a difficult midfield. We're going to have a difficult midfield battle in there. Madueke makes his debut for Chelsea tonight. A lively, quick winger. He's going to have a point to prove. Raheem Sterling. There were a lot of rumours that Sterling rejected Arsenal last summer as he didn't want to play in the Europa League. Probably should have joined us now. And Aubameyang's going to have a point to prove. Mudryk is on the bench as well. Now, you bring on Mudryk, 30 minutes to go, a lot of pace, maybe up against Ben White. There's a lot of narratives in this game that make it a very difficult game still, going into this. By the way, anyone watching Sky Sports, Cesc Fabregas and Patrick Vieira on the punditry tonight, I would say possibly my two favourite ever centre midfielders at Arsenal. I'm just putting it out there. Not everyone will like that because I know a lot of people loved Emmanuel Petit and Gilberto. Of course, I love them too, but I loved Vieira. Vieira's my favourite midfielder ever at Arsenal. And Fabregas, I just absolutely loved Cesc Fabregas. Big up Lattes at the Emirates. New York in the building. What up? Latte and Wasim at the game tonight. Big up C-Unit community. Santi, I loved Santi as well, but I feel Fabregas did more than him. 16 years old in the Arsenal first team, captain at 20, goals galore. He was an unbelievable player, Cesc Fabregas. Dre said this lineup is hilarious. Oh, Dre, let me know. What are you saying, Dre? Let me know what you're not happy with. A few people have said that as well. A number of people have said not happy with this lineup. Why is it taking him to this point to make changes? But let me know in the comments, what do you make of the lineup, people? The Chelsea team. Kepa in goal, Azpilicueta, Fofana, Thiago Silva and Chilwell. Looks like a back four for Chelsea. Azpilicueta needs to be got at. I personally would have played Martinelli left wing against him. No problem with Trossard playing. It wouldn't have been for Martinelli, though, in my opinion. Enzo, Kovacic and N'Golo Kante with Sterling, Madueke and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang as the starting 11. Their bench is Mendy, João Felix, Ziyech, Chalobah, Badiashile, Gallagher, Havertz, Loftus-Cheek and Mudryk. Unbelievable when I look at that squad, to be honest, that Chelsea are struggling so much. I mean, they have got quality and abundance in that squad. And they're 11th in the league is quite remarkable. Big up, Matt, man. Hope you're well. Views from the 6. As a Chelsea fan. Gunnar Roller said, Big C, a win tonight following a Big Sam masterclass against Pep. Can a boy dream or do I need to calm down a bit? I mean, life is for dreaming. Keep dreaming, but just obviously keep that sense of reality there as well. I actually think Big Sam's a good appointment for Leeds. They've probably appointed him too late. You're in a relegation battle, you need to stay up. I think Big Sam's a good manager. Personally, I think Leeds have appointed him too late. I think they'll still go down. But yeah, I'd love him to... Listen, if he can't beat Pep Guardiola's Man City, at least, make it a very difficult and physical game for a few of them, A couple knocks that keep a few players out for a few weeks. We wouldn't mind, Gunnar Roller, oh no, I read that one. Big up Gunnar Roller. Usman said, in my opinion, it's only a failure if this core doesn't end up winning the Premier League or Champions League in the future. If we do, then this was a learning experience. We move. Big up, Big C. Listen, Usman, time will tell. And you're right. Time will tell whether... this was a lesson learnt that we improved on and moved forward with, or whether we genuinely missed our biggest opportunity that we've had in a long time. Time will tell. If we finish the season well, even if we don't win the league, we have a monster transfer window and we come back serious next year and we win a trophy somewhere and do something proper, then we say, okay, we learnt, we've built on it. If next year we finish 4th or we scrape 5th and we don't win a trophy and we're way off it, then we're going to look back and say this is one of the biggest missed opportunities of the last couple of decades. So time will tell us, man. Time will tell. Big up Fitz, hope you're well, bro. Watch us make this trash Chelsea side look like prime Barcelona, said Fitz. The door has been kicked off. Listen, I would expect it from previous Arsenal teams. Let's hope it doesn't happen with this one, Fitz. But I wouldn't be surprised. Latte said, big up Wasim, meet up today, C-Unit repping. Big up people. Enjoy the game, man. Enjoy the game. Let's hope we get them 3 points. McLovin said, a Mudryk dagger off the bench. I think I deserve it. Listen, you've had enough in the past few weeks. We've given you a Christmas present, birthday present, Easter present. Every present you could possibly want as a Man City fan, we've handed it out. Big up McLovin, man. Big up. Big up True Gunners TV. Chelsea will reach 40 points tonight. You heard it here first. No pressure FC won't do nothing. Tonight, Arteta changing things when it's already over. True Gunners TV, shooting straight off the hip. Listen, again, for me, the frustration if we play really well tonight is why have we waited so long? Why is Kivior starting a game where ultimately we've gone beyond crunch time? We needed that a few weeks ago. Surely he isn't any worse than Rob Holding. You know, maybe in my famous last words, he might be, but you paid 20 million for him. So, you know, we'll see. Big up True Gunners. Big up JJ Martinez. Curtis, shout out from LA. Keep up the good content. Big up to you, bro. Appreciate that. Jazzmeat said, Martinelli, one bad game. Drop Jesus and Zinni stinking out the place for the last month. Played again. Arteta scared of the egos. As I said, the biggest, the strongest, the most ruthless managers, they do what's necessary at the right time. They don't care how big you are. They don't care how good you are. They don't care about reputation. If you're stinking out the place, you get dropped, right? It's easier for him to drop Martinelli than it is to drop Jesus and Saka. The reason being, Saka's about to sign 200 grand a week. He'll be our highest paid player with a few others. Doesn't want to, you know, put his nose out of joint. Trying to keep him sweet to sign the deal. Won't drop him. Gabriel Jesus, 200 grand a week, 45 million. Took him from City. Known him for years. Doesn't want to upset him. So, you know, he doesn't want to drop him. Gabriel Martinelli just signed his deal. Doesn't have as big a reputation as the other two. I feel like I need to play Trossard. Let me drop Martinelli. Why couldn't you have dropped Odegaard and played Trossard in the 10? Why can't you have give Saka a rest tonight? Why can't you give Gabriel Jesus a rest? He hasn't played well the last couple of games. For me, it was just the easier decision, I'm afraid. Now, these are the decisions which we'll see in the future. Does he become an elite manager or just a good coach? Because, you know, you look at Pep, he's dropped De Bruyne. You know, we've seen big players get dropped. So we'll see. We will see. Tristan's coming for me in the comments, said, I'm 100% with you, Curtis, but you complain when Aubameyang got dropped and criticised his band management. Listen, I believe, and I stand by it, I've said to this day, selling Aubameyang. In fact, no, let me rephrase that. We didn't sell Aubameyang. We gave him away. Giving away Aubameyang at the time, I wasn't happy, but I understood, right? Maybe he was affecting that dressing room and we moved on. What I never forgave at that time was you do not get rid of a player of that quality, even out of form, and do not replace him. That's all I ever said in that January. I said, if Aubameyang's going, no problem, right? We spent the whole month talking about Vlahovic, but we didn't get him, and we didn't get anyone else. So that was my problem. To this day, you know what I mean? Deontay Wilder business, to this day. Yeah, so I'm standing by it, yeah? We got rid of the gold Lambo and we got ourselves an Oyster card, people. You just don't do it to yourself, you know what I mean? We was on the train, on the underground train. So, yeah, no replacement was my issue. But Gabriel Jesus is quality. I still think we need a goal scorer in the summer, though. African Giant, don't worry, we're getting smacked 5-1. You're good, my friend. That was my De Niro voice, by the way. I tried to do a De Niro accent. I didn't really reach, you know, the Goodfellas. But you know what I was trying to do. African Giant, I'm not buying into that. I appreciate the super chat. I'm not buying into what you're trying to do there. You're trying to, you know, get me into this false sense of security. I'm not falling for it. I've watched Arsenal for long enough. I've seen enough games where I've said, oh, we'll win this. We'll batter this team. They're rubbish. They're out of form. No. I do not fall for that. Yeah, if there's any team, and I'm sorry to sound pessimistic, if there's any team that can bring this Chelsea team out of their shell, right, when they can't buy a win and make them look like world beaters, and Aubameyang starts looking like Romario, and Sterling looks like Bebeto, and Kante looks like Dunga, and it is Arsenal. We have called ourselves Santa Claus FC over the years because when you're least expecting it, we go down the chimney and leave gifts under the tree, people. So, listen, I appreciate the super chat, but you can't do that to me, bro. I'm telling you. Black said, big up Big C. Lampard will make history tonight. I'm sure he will make history in some way. You know, most games without a win in it for Chelsea manager or something crazy like that. But we'll see, people. We will see. Big up Black as always supporting. Matt says, let's say all the management team come down with food poisoning just before the match. Who do you feel from this squad could manage the full 90 minutes? What a question that is. Listen, I couldn't answer. I would have said Zinchenko, but he'd probably start crying if we were losing. So, no, I don't have an answer. Maybe Jorginho seems like quite a smart guy, mature guy. Kangaroo jumping penalties, you know, he'd be jumping for joy in the dressing room, hopefully. But big up Matt. Snake Eyes to this day. Big up Big C. Big up Snake Eyes, bro. African Giant said, how do you know you lot are getting pantsed 3-1 to the Blues up the chat? I told you. I knew what he was trying to do. You can't do this to Arsenal fans. We know what time it is. Oh, they're out of form. We'll batter them. It don't work like that. You watch Sterling. You watch these men tonight, how they play. You're not going to recognise this Chelsea team tonight. They're going to be different. Marcel, big up yourself. Bless up my guy, Curtis. I know you probably forgot. All right. See, I was at Marcel, you know. I was about to start bigging you up, you know. I was just about to thank you for what you did on Sunday afternoon, Super Sunday, Liverpool. I was about to thank you and say, thank you for dealing with Nando's. You know, them losing 6-7-0, that wouldn't have even been fun. Going 3-0 up, letting them get back to 3-3, and then beating them 4-3 last minute, that's beautiful. But then you started throwing slander. You forgot what 3 points feels like. But you're probably right. I haven't felt 3 points for a while as an Arsenal fan. But Top Spur? What's that? You ever heard of them? No? Yeah, listen, one thing's for certain in life, people. You know, if you ever need lifting, Tottenham will always lift your spirits because... you know, they're a shambles. No matter how bad you think your team might be or the form they're in, if you ever need lifting, just go and look at them, people, and things will always get better because, you know, they're Nando's FC, aren't they? You know, they never win anything. They never do anything. That's what they're there for, people. Top Spur, what's that? Anyway, couple bits of news to talk about. We have got 22 minutes until kickoff. A few of you have been putting it in the chat. PSG have suspended Lionel Messi for 2 weeks with immediate effect for an unauthorized trip to Saudi Arabia. Wow. By the way, you do not suspend the GOAT, people. That for me will be the end of his career. At Arsenal, if only. We did try and sign him actually when we signed Fabregas. We made an offer for Fabregas. Oh, did I put goal? Apologies. Fabregas, PK, and Messi. We got Fabregas, not the other two. PSG have suspended Messi for 2 weeks with immediate effect for his unauthorized trip to Saudi. I think that's the end of his PSG career. That's Barcelona move confirmed. In fact, I hope he does go to Barcelona because I think Arsenal are going to play them in pre-season. Hasn't been announced yet, by the way, that one, but... I don't like to ITK in case it goes wrong, but I did hear from a few sources that Arsenal are going to be playing Barcelona in LA as their third game of the US tour trip. So if Messi goes back to Barca, Arsenal against Barca, Messi, all of that good stuff, people. So listen, PSG, one thing's for sure, you don't suspend the GOAT. You just don't suspend the GOAT. It's something you do not do. So clearly they want him out of the door. So yeah, suspending a GOAT, I don't think so, my friend. You don't do stupid things like that. He should suspend the club. He's probably bigger than the whole club, to be honest. He probably flew Qatar Airways to Saudi Arabia as well. So that's quite interesting. But yeah, Messi's been suspended. No, what's going on with this goal thing? This goals galore, eh? Maybe they're letting me know. Right, let me get that off. But yeah, Messi's been suspended. He's following in the footsteps of Aubameyang. Maybe he'll get a gold Lamborghini as well, people. But you don't suspend the GOAT. You know, he's bigger than that whole club, let's be honest. Yeah, get the likes up, people. Nearly 3,000 of you in the chat already. And I am looking forward to the game. I can't lie. I did say yesterday that I wasn't particularly looking forward to this game. But now I am. And there is a few interesting narratives around the game with Aubameyang and stuff like that. So anyway, let's move on to the next. PSG, Messi's won more than PSG. Messi's waiting for Pep to win the Champions League, then sign for City. Yeah, he should suspend the club, man. Scoring before the games, if only, bro. Mudryk might score. Don't bring him on, please. Don't bring him on. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm just seeing some fallout with that Messi thing. Anyway, let's focus on Arsenal. Let's focus on Arsenal. Couple bits to talk about. 20 minutes till kickoff. Interesting. Arteta spoke last night, and he was talking about Oba. These were good days, man. Who'd have thought? Look at the partnership. Look at the smile. It all went pear-shaped. Mikel Arteta on the reception, he'd like the fans to give Aubameyang, he said, say thank you, pay him the respect and gratitude for what he was. He was an incredible player for us. He scored a lot of goals. He was our captain. He deserves that. Thank you and be grateful. Kind words there. And whether the fans will buy into that or not, I don't know. It's interesting with Arsenal. We seem to pick and choose players that, you know, when they applauded Giroud, I was like, why you? I don't really get that. So I don't know. It's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. But yeah, Aubameyang, I think he deserves a good reception. You know, let's be honest. But we'll see. I'll have the volume turned down. So let me know if he gets a good reception or what or not. Good words, fair play, the best PR. You know, deep down, Arteta, I don't expect to see them two shaking hands. You know, we saw afterwards, Aubameyang said things in interviews about Arteta and stuff. I don't think there's any love lost between them. But it is what it is, people. It's not the main part of the game tonight anyway. Oba tweeted my manager that season and it was over. Maybe that's when it all went downhill, you know, that my manager tweet probably ends it, you know. Let's talk transfers. Interesting report today, people, from Simon Collins, who's usually pretty good when it comes to Arsenal news. And he's done an interesting report. There's a full article. We'll probably speak about it a little bit more tomorrow. Lawyer Shoya, listen, I retired as Aubameyang's lawyer. But he's done a long report today, and he says Arsenal are ready to invest heavily to make quality additions for next season and will target players who they feel can help them compete in the Champions League. Declan Rice is their top target, with two midfielders, a centre-back, and possibly another forward their main priorities. Now, you know what time it is, people. You know what time it is. It's war chest time. Somebody just put that as well. It's war chest time. Who just wrote that? It used to be John Cross, but he seems to write about Chelsea now. So we get the Athletic, Ornstein and all. Oh, we're going to blow up the transfer market this season. It's going to be we're heavily going to invest. Yeah, Yuri Tillemans on a free transfer. And, we keep it moving. But, yeah, we're going to blow up the transfer window this summer, people. The war chest that we've had for 15 years and still haven't unlocked it. But the interesting thing about this story is, and again, I'm not buying into it. It is what it is. It's hearsay. They use it as a coping mechanism to calm down the fan base when they're a little bit annoyed about something. But interesting now that Mason Mount, again, being heavily linked with Arsenal today. Report from Simon Collins, report from Charles Watts, saying that Arsenal want a number 6 and a number 8. Declan Rice and Mason Mount, best friends. What's the best way to maybe convince Declan Rice to join Arsenal? You get his best mate Mason Mount to come and join us as well. Would I want Mason Mount at Arsenal? Not really. I got to be honest. I think we can get better. Is he better than Fabio and players like that? He is. So, on one hand, he's better than some of the players that we've got. But on the other hand, if you're talking £50 million for a guy with a year left on his deal, that would not be the direction that I would be going in. I've got to be honest. I think you can get better than Mount. Mount, for me, is... I do think he's a talented footballer. I just think he's inconsistent. He has little runs of form where he scores and then you don't see him for 2 months. And nah. Yeah, I'd rather take Maddison off Leicester. He'd probably be cheaper, especially if they get relegated. So, listen, Mason Mount, if we got him, I'll shamelessly dress it up as a good signing. I will. You know me, I don't hide people. But, you know, pace and pound is not the answer for me. I'm trying to do something in the Champions League. He's a very inconsistent player. Lauren said, I'm better than Fabio. You probably are. You know, you probably are after what I've seen of him in the last 6 months. Declan Rice, okay, I get it. Energy, power, leadership, legs in the midfield that we lack. But Mount does not hype me up. I would rather try and get ESR to play in that role rather than buying Mason Mount. So I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan. If it happens, yeah, shamelessly, but nah. Maddison over Mount all day, every day, says Kamani. 100%. 100%. He's way more consistent. Creates chances all day long. I would take Maddison over Mason Mount. Interesting, they're now linking us with a striker. Over the last few days. The other day they linked us with Ivan Toney. Again, few reports today linking us with Rafinha. But again, I don't want him. I'm just putting out the tweet. Good to see Arteta making changes. But are they the right changes? And are they too late? Question mark. That'll cause a stir. That's not even that's not a grenade. That's just, you know, I'm just trying to stir them up a little bit. Stir it up. Do 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 do. Little darling, stir it up. Come on, big tune. Selassie I Ja. Rastafari. Anyway, let's get back to it, people. I had to bring a little vibe in there. You know, I was thinking, yeah, Rafinha. I don't want Rafinha anywhere near us. Barcelona are obviously, they're going to look at this Messi news now and they're going to be all over it. They've got to apparently raise loads of money to get Messi's £500,000 a week wages in. Elliot said Rice, Caicedo, Leao, centre-back Fresneda and Maddison. I don't know enough about this Fresneda, so I can't call that. But the others, I mean, Leao, listen, Leao is a player I desperately want. Caicedo I want. Rice I would take. Maddison I would definitely take as well. Big C, will you shave your head if we win the league this season? All right, go on. I'll say it. We win the league this season, I'll cut my hair off. Clip it. Literally clip it. Clip the hair off. If we win the league this season, I'll cut my hair off. How about that? I've said it. They're on camera in 4K. That's how confident I am we won't win the league. But if we do, it's worth it. Lock it off. Take the cane rows off. Let's go back to day one. Short back and sides, high top, bang, I'm back. So yeah, clip that, Ross. Win the title, I'll cut my hair off. I'll stream it as well in the barbers. There you go. I'll go HD cuts and get it cut off. C knows full well we won't. Well, I was asked the question. If you win the league this year, will you cut your hair off? Yeah, why not? Because I'll be celebrating anyway. So lock off the hair, everything can go. But I've got a feeling the start of next season I'll still have the long hair. Can't see anything going. Rastafari, right? Come on, man. We want Bellingham. Yeah, we need Bellingham. Curtis Sound System, sure. You know we can go anywhere with the music, people. We can go anywhere. HD cut settings, man. I'll book the appointment, but I've got a feeling I won't need it. B-Book said you'll be fine. Don't worry. Exactly. I don't think there's any concerns about that happening. It'll be a clip along. Straight clip along. Here, lock off. Everything lock off, people. Everything lock off. But anyway, if it happens, I'll do it. I'm a man of my word. Jerome said, big up C-Unit. What is this fascination Arsenal has with Chelsea players? Don't get it. We want Mason Mount. We've signed enough rubbish from them. I'm convinced we just go in their recycling bin and see what they've got. There's only so many times. And by the way, when I say cut the hair off, I'm not talking like bold. People, Curtis Lyle incoming. No, we ain't going as bold as Robbie and Laurie. It's got to at least be a little high top. But yeah, we'll lock it off. Why not? Why not? It'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be good. I'll be celebrating the title win, but as I said, I don't see it happening somehow, people. Big up Highbury's local badger, belated big up Big C. We need that tall goal scoring beast. Dusan as centre forward and Rafa Leao left wing. And Bellingham, I don't want rejects and unproven players. For me, I don't want no more projects. I'm done with projects, right? You know, Nuno Tavares, Sambi Lakonga, Fabio. I mean, Kivior, I'm not going to slander him until I watch him tonight a little bit more. But I don't want us to sign players where you've got to justify to me why we've signed them and pull up stats that we didn't know existed. Oh, you know, I remember when we signed El Neni, they said he'd completed more passes than any centre midfielder in Europe the season before. Okay, that's pretty easy when most of your passes are backwards. It's not difficult. You play for the best team in Switzerland that win the league. You dominate every game, and you play thousands of passes back to your centre backs. It's not difficult, you know. Mustafi had made like the most interceptions in La Liga that season. Arsenal started buying players off stats. It didn't make no sense. Look at the best stats. You know, I don't want a midfielder that's completed the most passes. I want one that actually affects the game going forward. I want a centre back that can defend. Yeah, Mustafi made the most interceptions, but probably made the most mistakes as well. So, yeah, man, we need to... I don't want to sign players. I don't want to sign one player this season where when we sign him, I have to go on YouTube, type his name in to try and figure out whether he's good or not. I don't want to have to do that. When we signed Alexis Sanchez, I did not have to go on YouTube. When we signed Aubameyang, I didn't need YouTube. Right? When we signed Mesut Ozil, I did not need YouTube. I don't want to have to go on YouTube and see if this player's good or not and type in his best bits and, oh, what was his stats last season? Forget all that. Bun that. I want players that make me want to put their name on the shirt. Ballers. Established top players. We get fed this narrative that, oh, Arsenal never sign top players. That's not what Arsenal do. Arsenal don't spend big money. They don't sign stars. They create stars. Forget that. It's not working. We haven't won a title since 03-04. So whatever we're doing, whatever structure and procedure we think we do at Arsenal, guess what? It ain't working. They say insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Change your ways, Arsenal. Stop buying these projects. Buy ballers. Buy internationals. Buy players with Champions League experience. Buy players that excite the fan base and lift the level of the squad. I'm not interested in no unknown players. Yeah, maybe you can buy one just at the end of the window, you know, but get the proper player. If you want a centre mid, buy a top quality established centre midfielder who lifts the level of this team straight away. We're in the Champions League. We've got money. Players want to sign for us now. Right, we're an attractive proposition, you know. We've had some work done, yeah? So we're proper now. Yeah, we've been a state the last few years, but we're good to go now. So it's down to Arsenal. It's down to, as I said, I'm not mad anymore. I'm not mad about the title disappearing. There's no point. It's wasted energy. You know, it's wasted energy. I'm not stressing myself. We're here, we're watching the games. It's a vibe along tonight. Hopefully we win. The club have to show that they're serious. Yeah, we need to get rid of these reputations. Because as I said, right, how come when the best players go on the market, we're never in the running for them? Even if we don't get them, we're not in the conversation. Jude Bellingham's perfect for Arsenal's midfield. We're not in the conversation. We laugh, actually, when we say Arsenal. You go, get Bellingham to Arsenal. People laugh. They go, yeah, good one, mate. Tap me on the back and walk off. Well, why? Why should we be getting laughed at? In order to do that, we got to show people that we're serious. Buy big boys. I saw an interview with Sanchez when he signed where he was speaking about Mesut Ozil. Seeing players like Ozil convinced him to come to Arsenal, you know. You've got to show people that you're serious. Sign top players. So I know I've had a bit of a Martin Luther King speech there. Or maybe more like Malcolm X. I'm a bit more rebellious than Martin Luther. He's very calm. But yeah, stop buying these projects. We're not Crystal Palace. We're Arsenal. We want to move big and correct and proper. Go and buy big boy players. Edu's going to show everyone what he's about this summer. I've criticised him at times. I've praised him at times. He will prove everything this summer, whether he's the right guy for the job or not. Simple as that. He's got no excuse. Got the money. Got Champions League. No excuse. Mikel Arteta has warned Arsenal are going to have to nail their recruitment this summer as they bid to become consistent title challengers. Big C, this is a clear message to Edu. You're spot on, bro. Because at the end of the day, if I'm Mikel Arteta in defence of him, I'm going to turn around and go, well, when's the last time you signed one of my number one targets? I keep asking. I asked you for Caicedo. You got me Jorginho. That's like giving you my bank card saying, can you go and buy me a Ferrari? And you come back with a moped. I asked you for a Ferrari, bro. F50. New shape. You've come back with a moped. Yeah, it's a vehicle, but it ain't what I asked you for. So, yeah, man, it's not the same. You got to get the top targets. Get your top players down on new contracts as well. Saliba and them. Vivek said, Arsenal have the same number of trophies as Chelsea this season. Don't worry, Arsenal fans. We're going to lose 3-0, by the way. So it's only banter I can have. Sai said, Vivek, big up yourself. And Bellingham FC said, big up Big C. I know Chelsea have been rubbish this season, but I'm worried about this game. So am I. As I said, I've predicted a 2-1. There is... If we play properly tonight, right, let me say this, because the players are in the tunnel, 4 minutes till kickoff. If we play properly tonight, we can beat Chelsea. This is Chelsea low on confidence, haven't won a game for a while. You know, they can be beaten. However, there's headlines there if we don't handle business. Our midfield tonight is unbelievably slow. Jorginho and Xhaka in midfield. I mean, N'Golo Kante won't even have to get out of first gear to get through that midfield, right? That is one of the slowest midfields you will find in the Premier League, anywhere in the Premier League, right? So if we don't handle it properly, we will struggle. Aubameyang want to be the headline maker. Aubameyang will be standing in that tunnel saying, listen, I'm going to prove Mikel Arteta, you should not have let me go, and I'm still a good player. But on the same time, we need to show him that he's washed up goods. So we'll see. I'm predicting 2-1 to Arsenal. Nesta said, see, what do you think about the decision to start Jorginho? I mean, I don't mind Jorginho starting. I'm a little bit surprised that it's Xhaka playing next to him, though. I know Partey has been poor as well. But against Chelsea with that midfield, I'm concerned. It's potentially the slowest midfield in the history of Arsenal. Cliff said, don't matter who Edu signs, Arteta will still bottle it when the pressure is on. Pressure bust pipes. Yo, Cliff, you know. Oh, man. I don't know if he can handle the pressure. We'll see. You're under pressure. Dun, 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 dun. We'll see next year, man. We'll see next year. Cliff, big up yourself. Dennis said, worst of all, a used moped. You know what I mean? A 50cc one. Slow, no speed. That's where we're at. But we'll see, people. It's a vibe along tonight, people. Arteta green screen for today's game. Nah, no chance, bro. The only option he had of a green screen was if he won the title. I was going to eat waffles. We were going to do a waffle along. Mukbang settings. It was all planned. But that's all out the window now. No need for the waffles, I don't think. Big up Mamadou, though. Aubameyang starts. Listen, man, it's funny seeing him play for another team against Arsenal. By the way, did he get a good reception? My volume is very low because, you know, I can't have it being picked up by the microphone. Did he get a good reception when he walked out then? I didn't hear it properly. I tried to turn it up a little bit, but I still couldn't hear. Jorginho, former Chelsea player as well. So, yeah, a few ex-players. Vamos, Levi, vamos. Cherwell, thank you very much for becoming a member. Really appreciate it. We will have a member stream. When do we do a member stream? Maybe this week. No. Yeah, maybe this week. Maybe... when do we get one? We play on Sunday. Yeah, maybe Friday. I'll let you know. Halcyon, big up Big C. I have a bad feeling about the game. Our heads are gone. Not sure we have the mental resolve to bounce back. I hope I'm wrong. This is the narrative. If we get beat tonight, we have completely capitulated. The floor has just totally collapsed. I have to admit, this midfield worries me. It's the slowest midfield I've ever seen in the history of Arsenal. Here we go, people. Anyway, 1 minute until kickoff. Chelsea bench is better than our starting lineup, says Dre. Dre, they've reeled you back in. I love how Dre was being so positive, you know, and they've just worn you down over the last few games, right? Listen, I feel you, bro. This squad's crazy. It makes you wonder how they're so bad when you look at how much quality they've got. Kivior, for me, is just going to be crazy. If this guy has a great game, why has he only just started? People, get your score predictions in the comments. I'm going for 2-1 to Arsenal. I'm going for a nervy 2-1 to Arsenal, by the way. And we're about to get underway, people. It is a London derby. Aubameyang gets Chelsea underway. It is Arsenal against Chelsea. Is the title gone? We don't know, but we've got to hang in there and just stay on Manchester City's tail and see if we can trouble them in any way. Can we survive the first 25 seconds, which is what we did? We conceded after 25 or 24 seconds against Southampton. Here's Enzo Fernandez, shoots. It's been blocked. We have survived 30 seconds, people. Here's Saka on the break for Arsenal. Lively start up against Ben Chilwell. Into the Chelsea penalty area. Saka shoots, deflected, chance. Oh, it's cleared. Kante. Oh, they scramble it away there, Chelsea. And Arsenal win the ball back. Good start by Arsenal. Can we get an early goal? So strange seeing Aubameyang at the Emirates in blue. It's hit home more. Yeah, it's sad. A lot of players have left Arsenal under sad circumstances. I remember Aaron Ramsey getting a massive reception from the crowd when he left. You know, Aubameyang left quietly. Ozil left during lockdown with no fans. Alexis Sanchez, he left and was booed when he went to United. Obviously, going to United, he was never going to get cheered. But big up everyone putting the predictions in. Kivior. Looks as if Kivior is going to play left centre-back. And maybe Gabriel moves to right centre-back then. Which, you know, people go, oh, you can't play two left-footed centre-backs. It would never work. Nobody ever said it when everybody had two right-footed centre-backs. So let's see if it does make a big difference. Chelsea on the ball, N'Golo Kante. No, Gabriel's playing left centre-back. Apologies. It's Kivior playing right centre-back. Here come Arsenal. Odegaard. Saka. Ben White on the overlap, up against his international teammate, Ben Chilwell. Ben White whips it in, back post, comes out. Oh, and Chelsea win the ball back. Rio and Vidic worked, exactly. Stand up if you hate Tottenham. It's only right. We have to stand up quick. Top Spur? What's that? Chelsea have possession back, people. Chelsea have possession back. The game is underway. Thiago Silva calmly turns away from Martin Odegaard there. Big up Tan, who said, please for my birthday, please give me a win, Arsenal, please. Happy birthday to you. Let's hope Arsenal can get the win. They've been mashing up birthdays the last few weeks, man. A few people have had birthdays. Mamadou said, Aubameyang hat-trick, mark my words. Nah, don't go anywhere. We can't have that. We cannot have that. Kivior looks unbelievably bad. I don't think he's even touched the ball yet, man. Go easy on him, Zanji, man. At least give him a chance to defend before we write him off. How many games has Gabriel played? Talk about Soldier. Yeah, he's been fantastic this season. Gunnar 8 said Aubameyang's advert was a disgrace. That is the one thing I do agree with. He let himself down horribly with that. If we lose to Chelsea, I'm done. I'm getting in the neck from people at work already that we bottled the league. We'll see. Aubameyang's legal team is present in court. Nathan, I passed on his details. He's been taken over by someone else. I resigned when he left. But anyway, game is underway, people. Jorginho on the ball. Jorginho in an Arsenal shirt. Aubameyang in a Chelsea shirt. Funny thing, football, innit? Really funny thing, football. LFC Aaron said, you'll batter these. I really hope so. Did you see Best of Enemies, ex-roasting Robbie? I didn't see it, bro. Was it a good one? I'm sure he would have annihilated him. A baller is in the air. Headed back, chance for Arsenal! Should have scored! Granit Xhaka! What a chance! The header back didn't get enough power in it. Xhaka tried to tap it in from about 8 yards out. Kepa spreads himself and manages to block it. What a chance for Granit Xhaka. The header back didn't have enough power. He got there before Kepa. Kepa spread himself and the shot was blocked. Arsenal have the ball back. Somebody's down injured. It's Enzo Fernandez on the floor. Arsenal have kicked the ball out for a throw-in. They're booing Aubameyang. Like Gunnar 8 said, probably the advert was the icing on the cake. I mean, Gabriel, there's minimal contact. He does catch him. I wouldn't say that's enough for Enzo to be rolling around on the floor. The ball was in the air. Thiago heads it. Aspilicueta heads it back. Granit, it's a chance, bro. Big chance. Gambles on it. Poor header on his left foot. I think he's got to do better. I think he should do better. Lift that over him. You know, you can tell that it doesn't feel like we're in the title race as much because I would be going absolutely crazy about that missed chance. 8 yards out. Keeper's on the floor. Lift it over him. Of course, they're booing him. Petty fan base. Crowd is singing Super Arteta. Okay. Well, we'll see. Here's Zinchenko on the ball. Gives it away. I know I said I was calm. I'm sorry. Zinchenko, this season, honestly, it got better and better and better. It's like climbing Mount Everest. And I thought, what a signing this guy is. And it's suddenly just getting worse. He can't defend at the moment. And now he can't pass the ball. What is he really in the team for? If you can't keep the ball, you don't play him for his defensive ability. Give Kieran Tierney a game before he goes and joins, before he goes to Newcastle. I just don't understand. Simple pass, 8-yard pass, gives the ball away. Ben White he gives it away now. Oh, God. Frank is drunk. He'll probably win the game drunk because he can't do anything sober. Here's Jorginho for Arsenal. Being pressed by Aubameyang. I just don't get it. Oh, my. Who just gave that away? I didn't even see that. Zinni again. Look at Zinni. He's taking the mick. I'm telling you, he's been paid off by Pep. I knew it. It was all too good to be true. He's an agent. Pep's paid him off. He can't pass the ball. Here he is again. Last 2 times he's had the ball, he's given it. Oh, he kept it that time. He's an agent. I'm telling you, it's like the Scooby-Doo. He's going to take his hat off. It's Pep Guardiola. I'd have done it if it wasn't for you pesky little kids. I'm telling you. Simple 10-yard pass. Twice gives it away. Twice. Here he is again. Come on, Zinni. I'm not happy with you at the moment. I need to see better. Jesus fails to hold the ball there. Chelsea win it back. Kante finds Madueke. And look, Zinni, that's a good tackle, to be fair. I've always rated him. Quality left back. I've said it for years. Zinni boy! Don't cry, though, Zinni. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Here's Saka on the right-hand side. We found the imposter. Oh, Jorginho looking for Saka. Good defending there. Goes out for a goal kick. Saka clatters into Thiago Silva. And he's down injured. The guy that said Kivior looks bad. He's done literally nothing wrong. Bro switched teams. Twice! Thiago Silva is up. Curtis, the most shameless man on the internet. Proud of it as well, Charles. Proud of it as well. Enjoy it, people. Enjoy it. Thiago Silva's getting treatment. Agent Zinni, man. What's going on with him? We signed him for his passing ability. Now he can't stop giving the ball away. Yeah, big up man like Frimmy, man. Big up Frimpong doing his thing. Sitting pitch side. Big him up. Don't cry for me, Agent Zinchenko. Guardiola knows why he sold you. Ruin our title charge. Sit down and ball. Cry like a baby. I've got nothing left there. I was thinking of lyrics. My mind went blank. There's a lot going off right now. Shameless Curtis. Fat Frank. Already look stressed talking about you'd be calm. I know, man, but it's Arsenal, man. When can we ever watch Arsenal and be calm? Even pre-season, we ain't calm. So, you know. Here's Odegaard on the ball. Good ball into Gabriel Jesus. Finds Granit Xhaka, 25 yards out. Heavy touch. And N'Golo Kante yaps him off the ball. If only Arsene Wenger would have done what we all knew he should have done. By Kante instead of Xhaka, Arsene Wenger. He turned down Kante for Xhaka. It still haunts us all to this day. To this day. And we've got the ball back, though. I've never watched Arsenal relax. Yeah, exactly. I missed the Twice stream. I missed the Buendia stream. You've missed some quality content there. How's Cruz getting on with the foot? He's doing well, bro. He's doing well. He's got a big game this weekend. Imagine Kante and Partey. It's crazy. Trossard up against Aspilicueta. He's got 2 players on him. It's blocked. Goes out for a throw into Arsenal. Mandy said, my grandkids were around. Now I can't find the TV remote to watch the game. I'm relying on you, Curtis. Don't worry, man. We'll handle that. We'll sort that out. The commentary will be here. Here's Xhaka. Good block there by Fofana. Corner to Arsenal. Stress along. Well, we're trying to keep the stress levels down, you know. We're trying to stay relaxed. It's difficult, though. Corner to the Gunners. Almuni's clear of Ramsdale. Now, Ramsdale ain't been that bad. I can't lie. He's had a few bad weeks, but he ain't that bad. Caicedo, Rice and Odegaard. That would be good. It would be expensive as well. Corner to Arsenal, taken short. Trossard gets the short pass from Odegaard. Whips it to the back post. Over hits it. Goes out for a goal kick. Vibes along, says Cap. That's all it is, bro. Just tuned in how we play. We're playing okay. We haven't started off too bad, but we had the best chance of the game. Xhaka, good opportunity. But no goals yet. But at least we haven't conceded after 24 seconds. Zinchenko finds Granit Xhaka. Jorginho, sorry, back to Zinni. Just keep the ball, Zinni. That's all I'm trying to see right now. Passes completed. I ain't trying to see him give the ball away. Tell me why Tierney isn't being picked. As I said the other day, and I don't know anything, this is just purely my own opinion. I think Tierney leaves in the summer. I got to be honest. I think Tierney leaves. He's made changes tonight and still don't bring him in. So I think he goes. I think Tierney knows that this brother, Zinni, is always going to play if he's fit and available. Even when he's out of form, he's going to play. Peely said, I saw a stat yesterday. We are the second best team at scoring from corners, so we take it short. That's crazy, isn't it? Because it doesn't feel to me in my head like we score many headers from corners. So is it true that Partey is in a hyperbaric chamber to make him young by freezing it? They got to do something, bro, because something ain't right at the moment. I can't lie. So are there any potentially relegated players you'd try and sign? Maddison, if Leicester went down. There's not many others. Not many others. Leeds, I mean, that Nonto is not bad as maybe an impact sub, possibly. Everton, Onana, I'd take Onana from Everton, probably. He's a good squad player for us. There's not many. There's not many. Southampton, who've they got? Really, Ward-Prowse, but he doesn't really excite me. I think we can get better than him. So, yeah, maybe a couple. Here's Trossard, finds Granit Xhaka, loses the ball. Poor first touch, heavy first touch. And now Kante gives it away. Poor pass. Jorginho, the game's very slow. Look at Gabriel Jesus. Get in the area, man, please. Listen, I'm a big fan of Gabby Jesus, you know, but... Oh, Lavia, that's a great shot, by the way. He bossed us the other week. 19 years of age. Here's Jesus, edge of the area. Terrible first touch. Jorginho looks for Saka. I don't know what it is, right? Honestly, I'm a big fan of Gabriel Jesus. Let me put this out there now. But he just at times frustrates me. Doesn't play the 18-yard box enough. I want him to score goals. You need to bag. Here's Kivior on the ball. Maddison and James Ward-Prowse. Granit Xhaka wins a corner off Fofana. I want to see our striker in the area. I think it's the system, the way we play. I don't think we're built for our striker to score a lot of goals. Corner taken short. Trossard dinks it back post. Saka heads it. Saved. It's dropped by Kepa. Jesus gets the shot. It's blocked. Sterling dribbles out calmly. And Chelsea are on the break. With Madueke, decent chance there. Header by Saka. Does Fran still do football streams? I don't think so at the moment. I think he's concentrating on his crypto channel. We're playing all right. Jesus giving last season Laka vibes. I mean, listen, a bit better than that, but I know what you're saying. Like I want him to scare centre-backs. I want centre-backs to think, where's Jesus? He's a poacher. He's looking for a goal. Not he's in midfield playing 1-2s with Jorginho. We need a goal scorer. And this ain't me having a go at him. I like him. I'm a big fan of him, Jesus. But play the 18-yard box, man. Here's Madueke for Chelsea. Chelsea have the ball back. And says Arteta is killing strikers. It's interesting, isn't it, how no striker has really thrived under him. Maybe the first 6 months, Ober, and after that, we didn't. Arteta doesn't know how to coach strikers. He would have Haaland playing cam. Did you see Messi suspended for 2 weeks in saying you don't suspend the GOAT? Jesus low on confidence. I mean, he come in, didn't he? He got 4 in like 4 games, and then he looked like the goals were back. And then, I don't know. I think it's Arteta making him. I do, because I don't think any striker wants to drop deep like that and get involved in the play. I think he's being asked to do that. Philip said, as a Liverpool fan, I rate Jesus, but he's not a prolific goal scorer, 100%. He's not. He's a 10 to 15 goal a season striker rather than, you know, a 20 to 25. And I think we need to add another goal scorer this summer to take the pressure off him. Jesus is our will-towed good player who can score 10 to 15, but he's not the main man. Good comparison, that will-towed. Similar style. NO11, keep the same energy for Jesus as you do for Nketiah and Laka. You didn't make excuses for them. The thing is, though, the reason I'm not going the same way, Jesus been out for 3 months, right? And you can see that he has upped the level of our attack this season, where I never felt that with Nketiah or Lacazette. I felt they were holding us back. He's got 9 goals, 5 assists, 14 goal contributions in 22 games. If he hadn't missed them 3 months, you could be talking about 15 goals. Here's Odegaard. Yeah! Oh! Martin Odegaard! What a goal from Odegaard. The sun must be shining. The solar-powered left foot, 25 yards out, crossbarring in. Wow! I salute you, Odie. I've been asking you all season to shoot from outside the area. What a goal from Martin Odegaard. Yeah, that deserves the goal celebration. What a hit, son. What a hit. That is outstanding. What a goal. Martin Odegaard. That is outstanding. Oh, you're joking. It gets better every time I see it. I mean, it's not 25 yards, but listen. That is outstanding. Now, I want to say something. Oh, no, in fact, it's slightly on the back. That's an unbelievable finish. No, I was thinking, did Kepa get fingertips that he did? What a goal from Martin Odegaard that is. Bends it. Yeah, Kepa did. I thought he got fingertips on it. And Arsenal take the lead. No pressure FC. Oh, winning 1-0. You know, this is typical Arsenal, isn't it? We'll probably go and win our next 5 games and lose the title. But listen, was it Jorginho who played the pass? I've got sunshine on a cloudy day when it's cold outside. The sun is shining, people, for Martin Odegaard anyway. R1 and shoot, FIFA settings, finesse, barring in. What a hit, son. What a hit. That is an outstanding goal. No pressure FC 1. Super fat Frank Lampard's Chelsea 0, people. And look where Jesus getting the ball off our centre-back. Do you know, within the team, they probably love him, to be honest. Because if you're a midfielder and the striker's dropping in and he's helping you, you're going to appreciate what he's doing. It's just sometimes you want him in the area. Chelsea don't look interested. Oh my God! I didn't realise! We're top of the league! Yes! We're top of the league! Enjoy it while you can, people. Enjoy it while you can. I didn't even realise. And we're on the attack again. It's Odegaard. Oh, good tackle. We were nearly in again there. Chelsea winning. Good tackle, Gabriel Jesus. Chelsea have the ball back. We are top of the league. I said we are top of the league. We are top of the league. So we are top of the league. Enjoy it while you can, people. The power of now. Oh, here come Chelsea giving away edge of the box. And here's Gabriel Jesus. Our new Brazilian defensive midfielder. He's like a young Gilberto Silva, people. Like a young Gilberto. Listen, I know it's scandalous after what's happened the last few weeks to talk about being top. But I'm shameless. We're top. And I'm going to enjoy it while we can, people. We don't know when we're going to be there again. Let's be honest. We're top of the table, people. We don't need to play for second. It's there. Zero excitement. I know. I was more hyped about the quality of the goal than the goal, if you know what I mean. Kivior is balling, people are saying. I haven't really kept an eye on him. Let me keep a close eye on him. End the Premier League season. Just lock it off. Lock the season off. Tony Yeboah settings, crossbarring in. If you know, you know. We've been top now for 94% of the season. And still won't lift the trophy. What a finish. Shows before, though, don't it, man? Why did we not shoot? Why did we not shoot more this season? Fans are chanting Aubameyang. He's hardly touched the ball, Obba. Hype said I can't celebrate too hard until City drop. But listen, I'm with you, bro. I didn't celebrate much, to be honest. Till I see City get beaten by someone and we go and beat Newcastle maybe and Brighton. There's nothing really to talk about. Good tackle by Gabriel on Raheem Sterling. Chelsea have the ball back. He's our inverted holding forward, said Fortis. Gabriel Jesus. No pressure FC on fire. We're great when there's no pressure, people. We're unbelievable. Kivior free interception. I haven't really seen him. I haven't really even taken notice of him. So I'm going to try and look. Lampard has to be the worst manager in Premier League history. I rate him, to be honest. I hope Chelsea appoint him on a permanent, you know. But yeah, you're right. I actually thought he wasn't a bad coach when he first went there, but he's had a stinker. Here's N'Golo Kante. Finds Raheem Sterling 25 yards out. Whips it to the back post. Zinchenko wins the header. Our defensive midfielder cleaning up. Don't worry about N'Golo Kante. The best defensive midfielder on the pitch tonight is Gabriel Jesus. Because, look, ball up top, no striker. Nowhere to be seen. Look, Xhaka's running in front of him. Gabriel Jesus is currently at left back. I'm not joking. Granit Xhaka's pressing the striker. Jesus at left back with Zinchenko. It's funny. Fans are singing Aubameyang and Jorginho. Maybe Chelsea are singing Jorginho and Arsenal are singing Aubameyang. I don't know. Big up Bish with the super chat. If only we had Thierry Henry this season. Hey, we can dream, eh? We can dream. Listen, you got to remember Aubameyang has an Arsenal tattoo on his arm. He's a gooner, mate. It don't matter if he's wearing their shirt. It's tattered on his arm. Him and his son in an Arsenal shirt. He ain't going nowhere. He'd rather be playing for us than them. That's the reality of the situation. But we're 1-0 up. Do you know what? It's funny. I'm happy that we're winning. And it was a brilliant goal. But I'm also a bit frustrated because I'm like, where was this performance, Southampton? Oh, and Ben Chilwell could be in for Chelsea. Great save, Ramsdale. Brilliant save by Aaron Ramsdale. Saka got the wrong side of Chilwell there. I've got no idea where Ben White is at right back. Why is Saka at right back? Where's Ben White? Oh, Ben White's behind him. Great save. Brilliant save. It's a good height for him, but he gets a strong left hand on it. Great save by Rambo. Camsdale is back. We're top of the league, people. We're top of the league. I'm shamelessly going to celebrate it till tomorrow when they beat West Ham about 5-0. Man City. Chilwell corner for Chelsea. I tell you what, this game feels... It's a strange game. Chelsea look like they're not bothered. It's a weird performance. I mean, they've got nothing to play for. But they did nearly score. Corner whipped in by Chilwell, headed away by Kivior. Listen, I'm keeping a very close eye on Kivior, man. And as I said, if he plays well, then the question's going to be, why has he not played the last few weeks? Joyanne said, the journey is the destination, Curtis. We've been on top for a long time. It doesn't matter if we are not top after the last game. Could be Arteta waffle talk. I think that very much is Arteta waffle talk. But I like the fact you're trying to lift the spirits. We're reversing it. We're saying it's not about who wins the league. It's about who's been top the longest and been able to enjoy it. I respect what you're trying to do. We all know it's not true, but I respect the waffle. Pre-season friendly vibes. Yeah, man. Like that Orlando game. Saka plays it back to Kivior. Kivior's looked all right so far. I haven't really seen him tested yet. Realistically, Jesus is what Pep was using him for off the bench. Yeah, I mean, in the last year when they didn't really have an out-and-out striker, he was using Jesus to come on wide and to play in a 2. He never used him. And listen, I'm not slandering Gabriel Jesus here. I think he's a fantastic player. I'm just saying, I don't think he's a top quality goal scorer. Now, whether we can adjust him and cause him to start scoring 20 goals a season, that's another thing. Trossard whips in. Is that on ball? It definitely hit Fofana's arm. I think his arms were down. There'll be a VAR check next time the ball goes out. Personally, I don't think it will be given. I think his arms are too close to him. It's a free kick to Arsenal about 30, 40 yards out. There'll be a VAR check for handball on Fofana. I don't think it will be given. Always makes me laugh that they're shouting at the ref. He's not giving the decision. Ooh. I mean, his arm's out a little bit, but... I don't think VAR will give that. The one thing I would say that's interesting, I think there's enough space between him and Trossard to move his hand, but I don't think he'll give a penalty for that. I just don't. They're still doing the VAR check. It looks like it's been complete. It did hit his hand. It is one of them where you say, okay, I've seen him give them, but it's not going to be given. It hasn't been given even. Harsh if given, no pen. I don't think it's a pen. I'm going to be honest. Even as an Arsenal fan, I don't think his arm's out enough. But they have been given. Odegaard whips in a free kick to the back post. Kepa comes out and catches it. Dre said it's a pen. They're not going to give that. They're not going to give that. Look how relaxed Arsenal are playing. People don't... Listen, I've said this for years. We are no pressure FC. When the stakes are lower, we will start balling. We will win games. Yeah, the pressure, when it got that pressure squeezed us, we couldn't handle it. Now, look, they look way more relaxed on the pitch, you know? Let's get Ivan Toney or another quality forward. Because the thing is, what I want people to understand is that Jesus could become a top quality goal scorer. You know, Henry was a winger. Here's Madueke for Chelsea. Zinchenko does very well. Finally, some decent defending. And listen, I'm not comparing Jesus. Now, that's what Jesus is good at. Anyone watching the game, what he's just done there is what he's brilliant at. He pins Fofana, brings the ball down and wins a free kick and relieves the pressure on the team. He's a fantastic footballer, not an elite goal scorer. It's just whether we can add that goal scoring to his game and create a better player, you know, a better goal scorer. Some of you saying it should have been a pen. Personally, I didn't think so. I didn't think his arm was out that much, but maybe he just flung it out at the last minute. I don't know. Not that I care about Chelsea, but where do they go from here? Listen, the thing with Chelsea, and listen, like you said, we're not particularly interested in them. Look at their team and their squad and their bench tonight. They've got bags and bags and bags of quality in that team. They probably need a striker and a goalkeeper. If they get a good manager, I think Poch is going to get the job. If he can knit it together, they'll be back. Here's Gabriel Jesus in the area where you want him to be. Find Xhaka. Xhaka has a poor first touch. I mean, that for me, and again, I'm not being overly harsh, that is why Granit Xhaka needs upgrading in the summer, because as much as he's had a good season this year, he doesn't have that natural instinct in attack. You know, he's got press there, he's had a touch, and he's got caught on the ball there. He's not a natural attacking midfielder, which is why they are looking at Mason Mount. I mean, I'm saying I don't want Mason Mount, but that's why they're looking at a player like that. Somebody who gets shots off quickly from midfield. Here is Granit Xhaka, though. He'll probably go and score now after I've said that. Bro, Chelsea's attack is shocking. I still can't comprehend it. Xhaka whips it in. Odegaard 2-0! I have always rated this Granit Xhaka. I've said it for years. We do not need an attacking midfielder. He's what we need right now. Martin Odegaard makes it 2-0. Another fantastic finish. The sun is out, people. Solar God is absolutely cooking for Arsenal. That is Granit. You know what, Granit? I've said it for a long time. You are a class act. Yeah, you are one of the best attacking midfielders. What a ball. What a finish. And you know what? It sounds crazy, but the more Arsenal win this game, I think the more irritated and annoyed I get at the performances over the past few weeks. Good play by Jorginho. Fine Xhaka. What a ball. Great finish by Granit. Great ball in by Granit. Great second goal by Odegaard. Oh, Kepa's got no chance. I'd love to see an Odegaard hat-trick here. Chelsea are shocking. Big C, have you ever seen a hypocrite? You know me, I don't hide, people. I don't hide. Was this against City? Exactly. 2 assists. Odegaard again. Here we go again. We're on him again. Oh, ref, that's a foul. Come on. He just took out Jesus. Ref says play on. I've got to tweet it. Where has this performance been the last 4 games? We're on him again. Look, they're doing flicks and everything. It's frustrating. I'm sorry. It is. It's frustrating. You can't. There's no point doing this now. You needed this last week. You needed it the week before. Where was this against Southampton? I know Chelsea are probably... Maybe Chelsea are worse than Southampton. Listen, I'm happy we're winning. I'm happy we're winning. I find it difficult to get overly hyped. How bad are Chelsea, by the way? They are absolute. They're not a team one bit. For anyone who plays FIFA, they got zero chemistry in this team. They don't even look like they talk to each other. Trossard, lovely touch. Xhaka finds Jesus. We're cooking. We're cooking. Here's Saka in the area. If we score, this is ridiculous. Saka, can he pick someone out? Oh, it's cleared. Kovacic. I want to see Odegaard get a hat-trick. I haven't seen an Arsenal player score a hat-trick for a while. Ben White whips it in, back post. Jesus chests it down. Pulls it. Xhaka. Yeah! Gabriel Jesus! He's an elite goal scorer. I've always said it. We don't need a goal scorer. We have an elite one playing up front. It is Arsenal 3, Chelsea 0. Goal scorer for Arsenal, number 9, Gabriel Jesus. He's an elite goal scorer. I've said it for years, people. 20 goals a season minimum. By the way, people, how bad are Chelsea? I have not seen a worse team than this. Probably, look at Frank. Look at Frank, man. He's got to be the worst manager in the Premier League. Honestly, an icon of a footballer. He is an awful, awful manager. I hope Jesus was onside. Yeah, he's on. He's on. 3-0 to Arsenal. Frank Lampard masterclass, people. Frank Lampard masterclass. I think I should start criticising every Arsenal player because I said Xhaka and then he does an assist. I said Jesus doesn't score enough and then he nutmegs the keeper. Evan said no pressure FC, sell them all. He's not happy. Matty said if Jesus could score a lot, he'd be a Ballon d'Or contender. Well, if he was getting big, big numbers, you know, maybe, but ifs, buts and maybes, I'm afraid. Frank, he is a great manager. Keep Frank Lampard at Chelsea, man. I think he's fantastic. I really enjoyed his management of Chelsea. He's up there as the worst manager I've ever seen, to be honest. When you consider the squad he's got, it's really funny watching him. But yeah, 3-0. Mixed feelings. Mixed feelings. It's 3-0. I don't feel overly happy. I don't want to sound like a miserable old man here, but I just have that thing of like, where was this the last 4 games? You know, you're popping. This Chelsea team are getting absolutely pulled apart. We could win this 5 or 6-0 if we carry on playing like this. Here we go again. Ben White, look, here we go. Saka. Oh, cleared away. They are. Oh my days. It's crazy. It's crazy. But listen, we are where we are. As I said at the start of the stream, all we can do is win our games and hope that City do something stupid. I don't expect it, but it is what it is. Don't sit back. Yeah, we've seen it in the last few games. 2-0 up. Teams have come back. Let's go and let's cause a stir, you know. Go and beat Chelsea 5 or 6-0. Isaiah said, we'll see you in a couple years. We'll be bringing our championship trophy with us. He's a big Chelsea fan. Listen, to be fair, I think you'll win the championship next season. I think you'll be all right. You're lucky you've got 39 points. If you were 6-7 points less, you would genuinely be in the relegation battle. I can't lie. Big up Southern Gooner. He said, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Beverly Hills Cop, if you know, you know. This is fool's gold. We should have dropped this hammer on teams last month. Chelsea's form is relegation. What a horrible team this is. He's not happy. Not happy. And this is it. I'm happy that we're winning, right? And it's against Chelsea and it's beautiful. But I just like... And look, we're playing like it's a training game. This is absolute ridiculous football, but I don't know. Let's just enjoy it. Let's just enjoy it. Suppose we can't do nothing about what's happened the last 4 weeks. But big up yourself, Southern Goon, and I agree with you. Curtis just brutal against Chelsea. Matt G, keep pushing, don't take our foot. I want to embarrass Chelsea. I want to win 6-0. Gonna Go North said, I think you'll win the champion. I think they've got a good chance. If not, they'll definitely get in the playoffs. I think they've got a good chance. Where's African Giant? I think he's disappeared, man. He was saying they'd beat us 3-1 before the game. Kay said, if Aubameyang scores, I'm celebrating for him. Shameless. I don't even know if he's touched the ball. I think he's doing it on purpose. Once a gooner, always a gooner. He's not interested. This is the easiest match ever. Honestly, Southampton look better than Chelsea. Way better as well. They've given up. They're not even interested. They're not interested at all. Kiwi Fruit has been brilliant. He's looked all right. He's looked all right. Again, people go, oh, you can't play 2 left-footed centre-backs. Why not? Why not? I've seen 2 right-footers win titles, so why can't 2 left-footers? But, you know, we are where we are. Big up Pat Does Fitness. My brother, Big C. Hope you're good, bruv. This is lovely viewing. The real kings of London are who? We know London's red. Standard procedure. They can't buy what we have, you know? That's what they've tried to do. Ramsdale gives it away again. Sterling tries to find Obo, and we managed to get away with it. Rambo again doing the madness. Relax with them silly passes. Here's Gabriel Jesus. Saka's on the move. Look at him, man. He's a beast. Sit down, little boy. What's Fofana trying to do? Relax yourself. If you take a little elbow in the face, then so be it. You see, I tried to bully him there. Relax yourself, little man. This ain't playtime. Trying to bully Jay. See, that is what Jesus is so good at. Fofana, look, he's trying to rough him. Look at him. He checks his shoulder. He knows where he is. The arm's out. Tries to push him. The next arm's out. Get off me, bro. Yeah, man, take the slap in the face. You know what I'm saying? You get boxed in the face, you try and play them games, bro. That's the reality of the situation. Gabi Jesus, bro, big man strength, straight out the favelas of Brazil. He's been through some pain there, bro. You can't do that. Has he given a free kick to Chelsea? Don't mess about, man. Don't mess about. That's not a foul. Fofana, little man, you got to take that slap in the face. You have to take it. It's never a foul in a million years, by the way. Yeah, man. Move that face away from me, bro. You know what I mean? I don't want to see your face on my shoulder. Move, relax. Hey, give a free kick. Are you joking? Are you absolutely joking? Oh, crazy. Hey, African Giant is here. Fair play to you, bro. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. What's going on here? Kante fouls Trossard. African Giant said, I'm right here. I didn't say which season we would beat you lot 3-1. Yeah, maybe in a few seasons. This is the worst Chelsea team I've ever seen, honestly. Individually, it's not, but collectively, it's wild. Oh, Fofana's crying. He got slapped in the eye. Listen, man. You want to play them games? That's what happened. He probably got poked in the eye, which I'm not going to lie. That is like, it's hard to recover from in a football match. You get poked in the eye. Who's this brother sitting next to Vinay? Ranveer Singh, actor and Premier League ambassador for India. I thought that was our new signing. I thought it was a new striker we were getting in. But hopefully they are doing their transfer business early, man. Omar said, your boy Aubameyang, where is he? Listen, if he's once a gooner, always a gooner. He's not going to come here and put in a great performance for Chelsea, is he? He's one of our own, Omar. You must understand that. He's doing this for us. He's having a 0 out of 10 performance so that we win the game. You know, think about it, bro. Come on. He knows what he's doing. Turn up. Don't run. Don't control the ball. Don't make any runs. Don't shoot. And we win the game. You know, he knows what he's doing. He don't want to play for Chelsea. He's leaving them in the summer. Apparently Barcelona want him back. He ain't going to do anything for them. He's not interested. He just wants off. He's embarrassed. I've got to admit, I think Kivior's done all right, but I haven't seen him tested enough. I want to see him get pressured a little bit. Curtis getting YouTube ready again for some best of highlights. You know there's always highlights every stream, people. We out here. Big up George with the super chat. Big C, how do you improve mentally wise? It seems we've had this issue for quite some time. Now the moment things go heated, we get so easily intimidated, can't embrace any sort of pressure. I would say a few things. I would say number one, you get winners in the group that can inspire and help the group. Number two, is Aubameyang has a heavy touch, goes out for a goal kick. That's a beautiful touch. He did that on purpose. He could have controlled that and scored, but he didn't want to score against us. I know what he's doing there. Think about it. Anyway, from experience, a lot of young players, they become winners. They grow that mentality, you know. And the other thing is the manager. You know, you grow leaders out of that group. But it's... Listen, last year... we threw away top four. This year, we've been in a title race. So, no matter how bad I'm frustrated with the last 4 games, they have improved, but they couldn't deal with that major pressure at the end. Hopefully, this season, they learn from it. You bring in a few more leaders and winners. Arteta improves the group, and we build from it. That's all I could say, really. Big up Donovan, Jamaican Gooners. He says, big up, bro. African Giant said, listen, season's been over for a long time. I'm calm. Already booked a business class ticket to Nigeria. Some good food, good vibes, ready for next season. Yeah, you just got to write the season off. The one thing about Chelsea that I'll always say, and it pains me to say this as an Arsenal fan, is Chelsea have got bounce back ability. They're a team that can finish 8th, 9th, 10th. And the following season, they can win the Champions League. You saw it under Tuchel. Lampard was sacked that season. I thought they was a mess. They won the Champions League out of nowhere. So Chelsea always come back. Unfortunately, they do. Big up Omar with the super chat. He said the title is on. Believe, y'all. Yeah, you still believing, yeah? We still believe. We still believe. It's coming home. It's the title's coming home. I mean, it's like England with the World Cup in it. They sing it every tournament. It never really happens. So everyone seems to know the score. They've seen it all before. You know how the song goes. Kivior playing nice passes there, by the way. He's not looking too bad, but I'm not going to get carried away. I haven't seen him tested enough in this game to give him high props yet. But would you take Loftus-Cheek? No, I wouldn't. Injury prone, inconsistent, definitely talented, but I don't want I'm sick of Chelsea players. I don't want anyone from Chelsea. I'd probably take Enzo from Chelsea. He's a baller. Sterling's still a baller, but nah, man, I'm sick of going in their recycling bin, trying to find gems. I'm sick of it. Create our own, buy our own. I don't want no one from Chelsea, even though they've got a few good players. But ref, play on, man. Sterling wins a free kick. Yeah, listen, I know I'm capping a little bit. Yeah, I would take Reece James. Yeah, there's a few players there that I would take, to be honest. But for the sake of, we've been Chelsea so many times and been stung, just stay away from it. Yeah. I'm still getting over Benayoun and Peter Cech and David Luiz. And, there's only so much I can take. Look at Mudryk, sitting on the bench with his hood up. What could have been, bro? Could have been running up and down the wing at the carpet. Instead, you're sitting down at Stamford Bridge, 11th. You're not even in Europe. They won't even be in the Conference League next season. That's how bad it is. He might as well have stayed in Ukraine. At least they was in the Champions League. I think they went down to the Europa League. Here's Kovacic for Chelsea. I really want to see us keep a clean sheet. Chilwell out wide. Now, Willian George, we don't talk about him. We never actually saw him play live in the stadium because he only played for us during the lockdown year. So as far as I'm concerned, it never happened. It didn't happen. It was a figment of our imagination. Willian never played for Arsenal. He went straight from Chelsea to Fulham. Zanji said, I take back my comments about Kivior. He showed more promise in one half than Holding his whole career. He's mad awake. This could be a penalty. Ref says, get up. There will be a VAR check. They're 12th, not 11th. They better hope they don't get relegated. I can't lie. Yeah, Willian was just a crazy dream. He woke up, cold sweats. What happened? I just had a bad dream that Willian played for Arsenal. No, man, don't worry about it. Never happened. He plays for Fulham. So we move. Benayoun was a baller. Nah, I wasn't happy with Benayoun still. Not at Arsenal. Half-time whistle goes. Easiest 45 minutes I've seen all season. That was like a training game. Chelsea... How much do I take? We've bopped them. We've bopped them as well. But they are stinking out the gaff. They look like they're on holiday already. They've already booked. They've booked Dubai all-inclusive. They're not interested one bit. They've got a manager that's not going to be there next season. They've got players that know that they're leaving. They don't look bothered. 59% possession for Arsenal. 5 shots on target, 3 off target, 2 corners. Chelsea, 1 shot on target, 1 shot off, 1 corner, 41%. Absolute light work. Genuinely, Southampton were better than these. That's possibly the worst team I've seen this season at the Emirates, which is crazy when you look at their players. Let's get the halftime tweet out then. Easiest 45 minutes. I've seen all season. Chelsea doing the mannequin challenge. Some great football played. Let's embarrass them second half. I want 5-0 at least. And I want a clean sheet as well. Don't concede. Easiest 45 minutes I've seen all season. Chelsea doing the mannequin challenge. Some great football played. Let's embarrass them second half. There you go. Not a lot else to say. What do you make of it, people? Big up everyone locked in. No pressure FC are flying. The pressure's off. And now we've turned up. There's only one thing to do at half time, by the way. There's only one thing to do. And you know what that is. We are going to look at the Premier League table. We are top. I said on yesterday's stream, I will not look at that table for the foreseeable future while Man City are sitting on top of it. But we are back. Look at that. If it wasn't for this form on the right-hand side, all these stupid results, I'd be so hyped right now. We're 2 points clear of City. They got 2 games in hand. Their goal difference is better. They need to draw and lose. And we would need to win our remaining 4 games. We're clutching, but you never know. You never know. Newcastle away this weekend is a different level. They are a far better team than this Chelsea team. So that is a really tough game. We've had a month off. It looks like it. It looks like it. No pressure. Of course, we will do it. Draw and lose. Yeah, even 2 draws. If they draw both their games in hand and they were level on points, they're still above us with 11 better goal difference. So we could potentially, if they drew 2, but then you got to turn the goal difference round, which I don't see happening. So in reality, we need a draw and a loss for City, and we've got to win all 4. I mean, they've got Chelsea at home. We've just seen what Chelsea look like. They're not going to go there and do anything. Brighton and Brentford away are probably the only 2 games that give me any sort of, people saying 99% faith, 1% chance, That's all we're clinging to. That's all we're clinging to. Brighton and Brentford, possibly. I think if Brighton were at it, at home, maybe City have just lost to Madrid, maybe they could catch them. West Ham tomorrow, I don't see it. I hope, I'm hoping Declan Rice masterclass, but we'll see. We will see. The Kiwi is looking ripe today. Yeah, it looks ripe. It looks ripe. It's difficult to judge a lot of these performances today because Chelsea are so bad. You think, how well are we actually playing? But you can only beat what's in front of you. So I'm going to give credit to Kivior. I am. I'm going to give him credit. All My J's says pressure off FC. We've played some quality football. Let's look at what we've done. The Kiwi is definitely ripe. Blue Meme said, we're relying on Mitoma, Bamford, and Ivan Toney. Yeah, hopefully Sam Allardyce just plays some awful football and they get a scrappy draw or something. Loss against Brentford, draw with Brighton. What would be interesting is if they lost to Brighton, they play them second to last game of the season. They then go to Brentford, last game of the season, away from home. Now imagine if, and I know I'm creating a scenario, ifs, buts, and maybes. Imagine if they lost to Brighton and a draw at Brentford would win us the title. You've got to create a pressure situation for this Man City team. I keep saying Man City's most difficult run is at the end. Their last 5 or 6 games, when the Champions League games against Real Madrid kick in and you're playing Wednesday. I know I am trying to put a positive spin on it, but we've just got to hang in there. As I said, we got a far more difficult game at the weekend. Against Newcastle, and then obviously Brentford the week after. Not Brentford, Brighton the week after. So just hang on in there. That's all we can do for now. Beating Chelsea is our trophy. We are like Spurs, says Evan. Now, but listen, that's why you're not seeing big celebrations from me. This Chelsea team can't beat anybody at the moment. But we are playing good football. Gunnarola said, no KDB. Big Sam masterclass, Leeds new manager bounce. That's what we're clinging to right now. That is what we are clinging to. Rowan said, we need a miracle. I need a miracle. I need a miracle. It's so physical what I need. Yo, them tunes there, some of you won't know about them tunes. Big tunes. We need a miracle right now. Let's look at Man City's fixtures and start dreaming. Let's dream. Let's try and imagine where something's going to go wrong. West Ham tomorrow at home. I mean, I don't see it. I'm sorry, not at the Etihad. I'm hoping Declan Rice masterclass. I don't think so. But we can dream. They got Leeds on Saturday. Big Sam, 10 at the back, 0-0, stink out the place, please. That's what we're hoping for. Don't see it, though. Real Madrid next Tuesday. Come on, Karim Benzema. I'm telling you now, the kryptonite to Pep Guardiola is the Champions League. That is where you cause the problems, right? That is where you cause the problems. When he loses in the Champions League, that bald head of his starts rolling down the road. His head disappears. We need Madrid to beat Man City next Tuesday. Run them ragged. Vinny, Benzema, I've got to do a watch along for that game, by the way. I am going to be Hala Madrid next Tuesday, yeah? I'm telling you now. That's when Pep's head rolls off. Maybe a little injury. We don't wish injuries on anybody, but just maybe tweak your hamstring, Kevin De Bruyne. Maybe roll your ankle, Haaland. Then they've got Everton. Maybe Everton, Sean Dyche, go and beat a few players up. And then Madrid, the second leg. And then, as I've said, at the end of the season, I mean, I can't even pretend the Chelsea game is hard because I've just watched them and they're shocking. And then they've got Chelsea, Brighton and Brentford. I'm clinging to them too. I'm even clinging to Everton away as well if they've just lost to Madrid. I know it's not a lot to offer you people, but it's all I've got. It's all I've got right now, you know. And we can dream. It's not likely. Some of you are laughing. I know. I'm definitely clutching a lot, but I'm trying to give you a little bit of hope. ZZ said, I wonder if Aubameyang will get subbed on today. Oh, wait. Listen, it's an inside job, man. He knows what he's doing. He was never going to come to the Emirates and score. He's touched the ball twice. One of them, the ball bounced off him like he had Timberland boots on. So he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Hala Madrid! Trust me, on Tuesday, Hala Madrid settings, people. Watch this. Benzi, Vinny, Rodrigo, Luka Modric. Give us that hope. Send Pep's head rolling off. If they go Madrid and beat them, I think that's title over. Because the confidence they will get from that, I think it's done and dusted if they go there and roll Madrid. But yeah, we're top of the league. Heritage needs to kick in. Modric got a small injury. Yeah, I hope he needs to be back for that game. He has to be. Not going to lie, Arteta's got the last laugh over Aubameyang. You know the crazy thing with Aubameyang? What's ruined him is Lewandowski. When you look at it, he was at Barcelona in the Champions League, starting every week, living the high life. Things were good for him. He gets robbed, and Lewandowski turns up. Everything's done. It's all mashed up. He ends up at Chelsea. It's the worst Chelsea team. Thomas Tuchel signed him. He goes. Potter comes in, don't want to play him. Now we'll probably leave in the summer. So he's had an absolute stinker in the end, to be honest. Yeah, I just gave the Martin Luther King speech. I'm trying to inspire us, people. I'm trying to get the fans motivated. It's not over. We got to hang on in there. It's like being in... I know I always use the 100-meter race. It's like being in second in the 100-meter final of the Olympics. And you're Johan Blake, right? You've been leading the first 60 meters. And Usain Bolt's kicked in. He's ran away. You can't catch him. He's too quick. And we're Johan Blake right now. 40 meters to go. We're watching Usain Bolt just striding away from us. Our Olympic dreams disappearing. You've just got to hope that 1% chance that he trips over or he pulls his hamstring. That's all we've got right now. We need Man City to pull their hamstring. Maybe they didn't stretch enough. Maybe they didn't tie their laces. Something goes wrong and Blake wins the gold medal. You know, we've been leading for 93% of the season. But it means nothing. We need something to go wrong for Man City. So it's Hala Madrid next Tuesday. That watch along, you're gonna see scenes and celebrations. Yo, Curtis, let go of them talks, bro. Dre, what's gone wrong? Where's all the hope and motivation? I'm hanging in there. Right, we're going to the end, people. We're going to the end. Until it's over, I'm not disappearing. We're vibes in until it's mathematically impossible. Oh dear. Big C, you need to make only subscribers only can comment. I unsubscribed for a sec to see if you did. It will bring new people. Yeah, I know a lot of people have been saying that. Make subscribers only. It encourages people to subscribe, I suppose. Yeah, it's a good point. I might start doing that. It's a good point. Nah, trust me, I'm not doing a Robbie, people. I'm not doing the Robbie. I ain't going to stand outside the Etihad doing the speech. I'm not doing it. But we have to, listen, I'm being honest. Do I think we win the league? No, I don't. But do I think we have to do the best we can do? We do. We have to try and win every game and see what happens. And it might create a little bit of excitement. But do you know what? Should we do it now? Should we go, how do you do it on here? I've seen it before, actually. I think I did it before. Right, there we go. We'll go subscribers only. Can send messages, right? We'll go subscribers only. There you go. If you ain't subscribed, you ain't commenting, people. There we go. We've done it. Subscribers only in the comments now. So press that subscribe button if you haven't already. It's a good point. Right, let me get into them super chats, people. Matthew Williams said, anyone is here really pay $400 for the lower bowl seats for the friendly against United States this summer? At these prices, we better have transfer money. Yeah, so the game against... is that... What? The United game? I thought it was the MLS game. The tickets went on sale today, right, for people in America. The rest of the world, I don't think you can buy them. Is that how much they're shotting them for? $400? I don't understand, because last year Arsenal went to America. Tickets were $60, $70. This year, even the MLS All-Stars game, I'm seeing tickets for $300, $400. I don't get it. Trying to rip people off, which is ridiculous. And I don't know. Like I said, football is going further away from the regular working class football fan. I got to be honest. So it doesn't surprise me they're trying to bump people. F94, big up, bro. Thank you for the super chat. Curtis, did you see the stat saying that we've gone from second in the league to 19th on XG against since Holding came in? The drop-off from one of the best centre-backs in the league to one of the worst has screwed us. I can't lie, Kivior already clear. I've seen more from Kivior in 45 minutes than I've seen of Rob Holding in the 7.5 years he's been at the club. I would have rather seen Kivior developing over the last few weeks than watching what we've seen. You know, it doesn't make any sense. But hey, it is what it is. Jerome said, Big C giving motivational speeches. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. I'm trying to encourage people. Aubameyang dragged at half-time. Oh, listen, Oba, I feel a bit sad, man. It's been a long day without you, my friend. I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We remember the good times, Oba, man. The front flips, the Black Panther mask. It's sad, man. It just... Oba dragged at half-time, man. Sad times. Once a gooner. Always a gooner. Oba dragged at half-time, people. He's done. He'll probably never play against Arsenal again. I still love Abba, said Rowan. I think he did it on purpose, man. It was an inside job. Turn up, have the worst game possible. They'll like him again. Second half underway, people. How many goals will we win this game by? I want at least 5. I think when you hit 5, it becomes embarrassing. Yeah, I want to see Martinelli come on. Curtis is sad for his client. No, man. I'm just... you know, it's sad to see him go out like that. But it is what it is. The nothing personal derby is over. I tell you one thing. If I'm a striker, listen, and I'm having a bad game, right, drag me off. Yeah, drag me off, by all means. Don't drag me off for Kai Havertz. He's not a proper striker. He's not a goal scorer. He's absolutely horrible to watch up front. I've always thought that, you know, Havertz was a decent player in the 10 role. But up front, man, he is horrible. Mark said I paid £1,200 for 2 tickets and hotel for 2 days. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what is going on. People were telling me to stop singing. I thought the singing was pretty special. I gotta be honest. I'm not sure you could go on another channel and hear that going off. I've got a whole variety as well, Catalogue of music, people, for you. Guna Dad said, Big C, can you give Tay Tay a shout? This is her first time watching your channel. She would love it. Met you in Orlando with my son. Hey, big up, bro. Big up, Guna Dad. I think I recognize you from the picture. And big up, Tay Tay. First time watching the channel. Hey, maybe it's encouraging people to subscribe. Subscribers only. Big up for the super chat as well, bro. Aye, with Troops in the picture. Yes, big up Troops as well, man. Subbed for Havertz. That's not a nice way to go out, man. At least bring a striker on for him. Not shy Havertz. You sing all you want. Listen, I'm trying to restore the faith in the fan base. What else am I supposed to do? We're trying to get over what's happened in the last 4 games. A bit of singing. It might lift the spirits. She Wore a Yellow said, I like your singing. I could fall asleep to it. I'm putting people to sleep now. How to kill Oba's game. Isolate him as a 9 in a 4-3-3. You're right. You're right. If Curtis was a Liverpool fan, his singing would make everyone walk alone. Oh, yes, that's harsh, man. Come on. And you'll never... No, really, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. The singing will always continue, people. Shout out, yeah, forgive me, man, who said that, but I did read it out. Shout out to the guy that suggested subs only. Subscribers only comments. That's what we're doing from now on in the watch-alongs. If you subbed, you can comment, If you got your ID, you get in the club. If not, you ain't getting in. Yes, only subscribers. That's where we're at right now. Vibe along, keep singing, never change. Yeah, we're here, man. Never, never, never change. I'll never change. Who was that again? Out hustling, same clothes for days. I never change, never change. I'm too stuck in my ways. Who was that? Jay-Z, I think. Big song. See, I got a whole catalogue of music. We out here. Don't stop singing. Love the singing. Always rated it. It's decent. I'm tempted. I'm thinking X Factor next year. Simon Cowell. Surely I get through the first round. Jay-Z, that's it. I knew it, man. I knew it. It's a big tune, that, man. That's a big boy tune. Being subscribed for a minute. I got ID. You're in, man. You're in the club. VIP, red carpet. Subscribe and you're in. Do what you want in the club. Free bottles. Champagne everywhere. Oh, my Jay said, oh, sorry. I missed that one. It's gone straight off. Lee J said, best channel out here. Big up, bro. Appreciate it. Oh, my J's. Man's on at OnlyFans. Listen, I know inflation's real right now. Oh, Jesus gets wiped out by Aspilicueta. It's funny, since I questioned Gabby Jesus in this game, he's having a stormer. Big up Nicholas, who said he just had his second child. Big up to you, bro. Dirty Cash is your best one. You like that one, yeah? That one will always come back out at some stage. Subs only, road to 100k. Let's go. C-Unit business. Let's roll. Free kick to Arsenal down by the corner flag. I've hardly watched the game, to be honest. Arsenal are winning because of the Cavaliers hat. Okay, fair enough. Only sure. Hey, I'm enjoying the basketball right now. I can't lie. I'm loving the basketball right now. I'm looking forward to the Golden State Lakers game. I'm a big LeBron fan, so, here's what it is. What the Lakers got, man. Let's see. Anyway, free kick to Arsenal. Trossard whips it in swinger. Blocked, goes out for a corner. It's a poor free kick. NR11, Big C, don't take it the wrong way. Sometimes I can't sleep. I put one of your streams on. It kind of gets me relaxed. Okay. Maybe I should start charging for these streams. I'm getting people to sleep. I know some people go on YouTube and listen to raindrops and stuff to get to sleep. I might have to set up another channel. Why not? We'll do a sleep channel. Oh, it's Friday then. You like that one. Corner to Arsenal. Whipped in header. Yeah, is that in, people? Is it over the line? No, the referee doesn't give it. It was headed off the line. Jesus wins it back. I thought that was the fourth. Top 0.1. Ball whipped into the back post. Oh, he goes out for a goal kick. I thought that had gone over the line. ASMR channel, man. Who won that header? It's Jesus. He doesn't make great contact with it. Oh, it's Gabriel. To be fair, the keeper sort of pushes it against him. How good is that defending from Thiago Silva, by the way? He's on the line. Have you ever seen defending this calm? He's on the line, he knees it and just volleys it out. That is unbelievable, by the way. Sleeps with Shaw TV. Sleep along. I'm telling you. Inflation is real, people. We got to do stuff out. If I have to, we'll make a sleep channel. Still 3-0 to Arsenal. Amazing defender. Listen, for me, and I say it all the time, Thiago Silva's one of the best centre-backs of this generation. The guy's an absolute Rolls Royce of a centre-back. Kamani just said it, actually. The guy is an absolute Rolls Royce. Last said, yes, Big C, I don't always comment. I'm always watching the watch-along. Always watch the shows after work. Let me just interrupt. Arsenal on the attack. Granit Xhaka goes past. Granit Xhaka, what a save by Kepa. Oh, my days. Listen, start of the game, I said, Granit got to do better. Look at Gabby Jesus hold-up play and the reverse pass. Gabriel Jesus, since I questioned him, has been outstanding. Oh, no. Did Xhaka just nutmeg Fofana? Am I seeing this right? It didn't even show it in that replay. He'll actually be disappointed he didn't score that. I think he's just nutmegged Fofana 75 million. I need to criticise every player. They seem to play better after I question them. Granit just nutmegged Fofana. In swinging corner. Trossard whips it in. Flicked on. Oh, what a miss! Gabriel Jesus at the back post. Great opportunity. He's unmarked. 6 yards out. Should he have scored this? Is the angle? He's got to hit the target, man. It's flicked on by Thiago Silva. He's completely unmarked. He's got to score that. He's got to score that, Gabby. And that's what I mean. In a big game, you'd be fuming about that. But anyway, 3-0. Should be 4 or 5-0 up already. Yasin said Saka has been shocking. Has he been shocking? I haven't noticed him too much. I can't lie. I don't think he's been shocking. Cillian Waliba said, Curtis Snore TV. Yeah, don't worry. If I have to create the sleep channel, we'll do it. That's your boy. Hey, I was saying he got to score more, you know, Cody Mystified. Solo said he's got to score. Constructive criticism, yeah. Here come Chelsea, left-hand side. Chilwell whips it into the back post. Goes out for a corner. Dre, he's got to score that, Annie. He's got to score. And the thing is, if it's 0-0 in a big game and you miss that, you know, he missed chances like that against Southampton and they cost you. Yeah, you get away with it today at 3-0 up. That's the thing that he needs to add to his game, because in a big game, I would say he's got to score that. To be fair, he was stretching. Oh, no, Gabriel's limping. He's holding his hamstring. This is not good. I know Kivior's had a good game, but Kivior and Holding is a write-off. If he's got any kind of knock, get him off the pitch. We cannot afford to. If Gabriel comes off this pitch, I mean, Saliba's already sitting there wearing some Peaky Blinders cap. If Gabriel's injured, take him off. Get him off the pitch. Flameball said, what are your thoughts on Saka today? He's been quiet. I don't think he's been terrible, though. I just don't think he's done that much, you know. Gabriel limping. And he was holding his hamstring there. I hope he's all right. We have Holding. Why are you worried? I mean, listen, you've seen enough of Holding to know why I'm worried, bro. Jesus, hold-up play. Been outstanding. But here he is again. We're cooking. Oh, surely he's got to play Xhaka through there. Here's Saka. People are saying he's having an awful game. I don't think so. Reverse pass. Yeah, he's been awful. No, really. He should have got that to him without it getting blocked. Trossard gives it away. Saka wins it. Xhaka wins it back. Into Saka. Saved by Kepa. Trossard up against Aspilicueta. Take him on. Chop. He read it. He read it. He's completely read it. He's took the ball off him. Frank looks dehydrated. Listen, he ain't got a clue. Arsenal fans are olaying. Chelsea are completely done. Sleep alongs without the singing, otherwise you'll be giving nightmares. Here's Saka, 25 yards. Oh, just wide, Bakayo. Unlucky Saka. Good to see him shooting from distance. I want to see Arsenal players shooting. We should be 4-0 up at least. Will Arteta give out minutes? Surely Smith Rowe gets 25 minutes. There's absolutely no reason for him not to get minutes. Kai Havertz up against Ben White in the penalty area. Havertz drills it across, cleared away, and Saka clears it. Chelsea win the ball back. I know I'm being greedy. I would have taken 3-0 before the game, but being 3-0 up at half time, I need to see 4, 5, 6 goals. We should have scored at least one more in this half. Chelsea, I don't think, have created one decent opportunity. Chev said Saka heard the chat. Listen, I think Saka's been okay. He hasn't lit up the game. But I think he's been all right. We definitely want more. We definitely want more. Community said we would smash Chelsea. You're right. Where's Gabriel? I'm just keeping an eye on Gabriel. I don't want him to come off injured. Look at the way Saka just rolls Chilwell. It was always going away from goal, but I like the strength. And I like the fact he's shooting from outside the area. We don't shoot enough. Aubameyang locked up Akon settings. Says Rory Sang. Where is Martinelli? He's on the bench. I'd get him on. I'd definitely get him on. Here's Saka again, up against Chilwell. I think he's taking it personally, the constructive criticism from the community. Here's Martin Odegaard on a hat-trick, by the way. Gives it away, though. Can he win it back? Go on. Yeah, well done. I'd love to see him get a hat-trick. Trossard, what a ball into Jesus. Great turn. Fofana pushes him. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. And it's a free kick to Chelsea. For me, looking at the bench, Tierney, I think you can give him a minute. Martinelli's coming on. Trossard straight off, Straight off. Trossard, 58 minutes. I think that's a bit harsh. I mean, listen, I'm glad to see Martinelli coming on, but I think you could have given Trossard 80, 90 minutes tonight, really. He hasn't played for a number of weeks, but Martinelli's on for Trossard. To be fair, in 1v1 situations up against Aspilicueta, I expect Martinelli to cause him big problems. I think that's a bit harsh on Trossard. Hasn't played for a while. You're dragging him after 58 minutes. I would have given him more game time. He hasn't been amazing. He definitely hasn't been amazing. But, it's hard when you don't play. You lose that sort of rhythm, don't you? Jorginho is fouled there by Kovacic. Pushes him to the floor. Free kick to Arsenal. Kivior's had a good game, It's been an easy game for him. But he's had a good game. As I said, people, managers tend to take off players who are easy to take off. It's easy to take Trossard off. He's not going to moan. You've just come from Brighton. You're lucky to be here is how he's probably looking at it. I don't think Trossard's had a great game. I just think it would have been an opportunity to give him more minutes. BY said people in England care about the NBA playoffs. I know enough people who like NBA in England. Arteta got to be ruthless, says Dre. Sterling whips it to the back post. Headed away by Zinchenko. Wins the next header. It's up in the air. Sterling. Cleared away by Jorginho, and Arsenal get away with the ball. Saka. Saka seems to have played well since people said he wasn't doing enough. He's ran at Chilwell a few times. Does well. Has he kept it? We've kept possession. Jorginho. Yeah, you know what I mean, though. You've just come from Brighton. You're lucky to be here, bro. We've given you a wage increase. You've got a longer contract. You've been in a title race. You're lucky to be here, man. Come off 58 minutes. That'll do you. That's what's happened. But he hasn't been amazing. He hasn't been amazing tonight. South London's finally said, I'm a Glory Hunter, Golden State fan. Yeah, I'm a big LeBron fan, man. I just kind of go wherever Bron is. So, yeah. I'm rooting for the Lakers to win, man. Curtis, Arsenal win tonight, we'll have double the points Chelsea have. That's mad. That is crazy. They need to make sure they don't get relegated. They're only a few points off. They're probably just about it far away to not get it. Jesus finds Martin Odegaard, finds Saka, back to Jesus. That's incredible football. Martinelli 1v1 against Aspilicueta. Aspilicueta's experience, man. Goal kick. Always give a corner. I actually thought that was a goal kick, but we'll take it. Musa said Warriors in 5. Nah, man. Bron's going to pull something out of the bag. Ooh, was that a corner or a goal kick? I don't care. We'll take it anyway. TM101 said Miami Heat. They need 40 points, man. Chelsea have been on 39 points for weeks. I'm just looking at the table. Chelsea. Oh, wow. 15 defeats. 14 defeats this season. 30 goals they've scored in 33. Ball whipped in. Kepa flaps at it. Saka shoots. Probably shouldn't have. He slipped over. Chelsea on the break. It's 4 against 2 here. Look at the Arsenal players recovering. N'Golo Kante. Oh, great work. Love the recovery. Do you see the... Oh, what are they doing? Oh, he goes around him. Oh, my... Just calm down. Oh, they got away with it. Don't go anywhere. Stay calm, people. What kind of mad defending was that? They looked like they was doing the 100-metre sprint getting back there. And then they kicked the ball straight back to Chelsea. Saka looks for Jesus. Overhits the pass. Goes out for a goal kick. 28 minutes to go, people. It's a strange second half. It really is. But Kante, good block by Jorginho. What are they doing? Zinni kicks it against... They was all over the place there. But we got away with it. Grant and George bossing the midfield. They've had a decent game, considering I said they were the slowest. Here's Saka up against Thiago Silva. Cuts inside. That's too easy, man. They're the situations where I say Saka's got to be a bit more unpredictable. It was so obvious there he was going to cut inside. Do something else. Shimmy, move your body, step over. It's just obvious, you know. Enzo Fernandez is down on the floor, injured. Saka looks tired, said Liam. That was the most Arsenal passage of play ever. It was. Hunt him down, win the ball back, then give it straight back to him. It was crazy. Why was Trossard subbed? I thought he had an okay game. I don't think he was amazing, but he does sort of knit it together well. You know, he's a guy that you can always pass the ball to. Chelsea are in and Chelsea have scored. Madueke scores his first goal, I believe, for Chelsea. Signed from PSV in January. Terrible defending. One simple pass. This is the problem with Arsenal. Now look, Gabriel's down injured. Is he really injured or is he frustrated that we've conceded? Why is Odegaard not shutting the pass? Why is no one shutting down the pass? Great run. Diagonal run. Zinchenko's asleep. Zinni, mate, honestly. Do you even know what defending is? He's got no awareness. Look at Zinchenko. Does nothing. Gabriel's trying to get him out of the mess. Look at Zinni. Look at Zinchenko on the screen. He gets lucky with the finish. That is just embarrassing from Zinchenko. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to create a scapegoat here. He's not interested in defending. Honestly, I'm being serious. There's no point playing this guy at left back anymore. He don't want to defend. He's not interested. Now Gabriel's down injured because he's collided with Madueke when he scored. Poor goal to concede. Zinchenko, honestly, he's got no interest whatsoever in defending. He's got no awareness of the run. Poor goal to concede. Zinchenko sleeping again. No awareness of the runner. The guy is simply not a good defender. I'm sorry, and I don't want to scapegoat anyone. He's had great times for us this season. He's brilliant on the ball, but defensively, oh dear. He's just not up to it. He's not an elite left-back defensively, man. And now, Gabriel might have got himself injured trying to get him out of the mess. I think he's all right. He's limping. It's a collision. I thought it was the hamstring. He's had to get him out of the mess there because your left back... How can the left back not be aware of the right winger making the run? Keep your eye on him. Move with him. You just... Oh, yeah, look at that ball going over my head. He turns around. Oh, yeah, Madueke's in. Are you going to respond? No. Do nothing. Stood there watching him. It's not good enough. Not worth a meltdown. I'm not going to have a meltdown over it. But it's not good enough. Because we've seen those situations over the last few weeks. Let's be real, we should be 5-0 up. Instead, it's 3-1. Now, there's 24 minutes to go. If Chelsea score another goal, we're panicking. We should be 5-0 up, game over. If I'm Kieran Tierney, I'm ringing my agent tonight saying, listen, man, I'll go Newcastle. Yeah, rich owners, Champions League, play every week. He's a better defender than Zinchenko. Yeah, Zinny's great on the ball, but the brother can't defend. I don't... Look at this. Don't do anything stupid. How on earth have we given them a sniff in this game? Kivior's landed on his back. Ref says play on. Not interested. Zinny, gotta get there. That's more like it. Kivior looks like he's down injured. He landed on his back. Here's Gabriel Jesus. Good ball by Zinchenko. Here's Jesus. We need to score again. I don't feel comfortable now. We've seen Arsenal with 2-goal leads mess it up. We need to score again. There's no way Chelsea should have scored tonight. You're right. He hasn't got a defensive bone in his body. He doesn't even want to play there. He does not want to. But you got to think. Let's add up the equation, right? Zinchenko is a centre midfielder at Manchester City. He can't get in their midfield because they had Fernandinho at the time, David Silva, De Bruyne. They signed Rodri, Gundogan. He can't get anywhere near that midfield. So Pep thinks, bit short at left back. Let me put my left-footed centre mid at left back. He did the same with Delph, did the same with Zinchenko. He's not a left back. He's not a defender. You get away with it at Man City because they have 75% possession. So you don't have to defend. We get asked a few more questions of us. So this is why I said, for me, you cannot be selling Kieran Tierney in the summer. He will still get game time. But hey, it is what it is. Andrew said, if you look at the way Arsenal play, Arsenal are still not a top club in Europe. We will not get far in the Champions League. The defence is not solid. I mean, first of all, there's two ways that we have to judge that. When Saliba was playing, we looked a lot more solid. However, you can't rely on the same 4 players being fit all season. You're always going to get injuries and suspensions. Our squad depth is not good enough. That's the major problem. And that's why I said, for me, we need a big transfer window. I still don't look at this team and think, Champions League, we can do some damage in there. I think we still lack star quality in certain areas, you know. You've got to remember, tonight we're playing with no Thomas Partey, who has been poor the last few weeks. But when he's playing well, it makes a massive difference to our midfield. And Saliba's an incredible centre-back, and he's got a great partnership with Gabriel. It does make a big difference. Zinny started this bottling, getting megged by Trent. I mean, do you know what? Anybody can get megged. But you don't get megged and then just capitulate for the next month and you can't defend. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Just look after the game now. Don't come out of it. Look, Gabriel fouls. I don't know who that is. Oh, Aspilicueta's down. Gallagher's coming on. It's a heavy touch by Gabriel. And he fouls him. All of a sudden, it's amazing what a goal does to the momentum of a game. Chelsea had absolutely nothing. They didn't even look like scoring. Enzo, I tell you what, Enzo, I have not been impressed with this guy since he's been at Chelsea. I think he's a very good player. And Mudryk is on. Mudryk and Conor Gallagher. Sterling comes off. And Mudryk, dearie me, this is going to be interesting. I have to admit, I'm not saying anything slanderous towards him. I've said it time and time again. I think he's a dangerous player. If he gets 1v1 with Ben White, it's going to be interesting. So I'm not saying anything. I'm not gonna do anything stupid. Saka's been horrible. Do you think so? I think it's a bit harsh. I think he's been okay. He's looked lively, but his end product maybe hasn't been as good. He's had a few weeks where he hasn't been as good. But the problem is we don't have a natural right winger to take him out for. Yeah, you can throw Trossard there or Martinelli, but you're playing someone in a position they're not as good. I think Saka's been okay. He finds Ben White, drills it across corner to Arsenal. Jesus, sorry, cross blocked. He definitely hasn't been amazing today, but I'd say he gets a standard 6 out of 10. Marnie said 2 out of 10 for Saka. I think that's a bit over the top. He's been a bit predictable at times. Maybe his end product hasn't always been perfect, but I don't think to get a 2 out of 10, you've got to be doing things wrong. I think he's just been average. Maybe just below, I don't know. Armand said, can you explain what we've done in attack since Trossard been sub? Nothing. It's time realised he's our best attacker. I don't think he's our best, but he's definitely important. And like I said, I think he connects us. 18 minutes to go and no ESR. You're spot on, Cliff. You're spot on. Number 10 shirt. Oh, well, Tierney and Nelson are coming on. That's a positive. But no ESR. It's funny how ESR's only appearance in recent weeks came at Manchester City when we were 3-0 down. And you're thinking, why are you bringing him on now? You've had loads of weeks to give him. I hope Saka comes off, by the way. I hope so. Well, Zinchenko's off. That's firstly the right one. Take Saka off for Reece Nelson, right? Give him a break. Stop leaving him on the pitch the whole time. You'll see what he's brought to the table. Listen, maybe I need to watch the game back. Saka's coming off. Finally, he takes him off in a game because a lot of the time he acts like he can't be substituted. Give Reece Nelson an opportunity. I don't think he is fit, bruv. So he must still be injured. Zinni off for Tierney. Saka off for Nelson. Maybe Saka has had a really bad game because it's not often that the manager takes him off. I'm going to watch the game back before we do player ratings tomorrow. You know, sometimes when you're doing the watch along, it's hard. Here's Mudryk. First touch of the ball. Does well. Finds Conor Gallagher. Chilwell sticks it into the back post. We better not make a game out of this. There's no need whatsoever to make a game out of this. There's no need for it. They've got Havertz up front. He knows how to make changes now, but when the pressure is on, he doesn't know. Yep, not a clue what substitutions to make, but at least he's learning. Put him too little too late, possibly. Arsenal are now the only top flight team with 4 players having 10 or more goals. Good that we're sharing goals around. Malete said, how many NBA teams do you know? Big up the good work. Yo, plenty, man. Here's Mudryk. Oh, good tackle there by Kivior, by the way. He got a leg. Yo, Mudryk is rapid, by the way. He was about to put the burners on there. Great tackle by Kivior, by the way. Yo, I know enough NBA teams. Don't you see him? I wear them NBA tops with all the teams on. So I know all them teams. I've been watching NBA for a long time, man. Michael said Champions League is a bit overrated. Top 6 Premier League clubs are better than 90% of the clubs that get in. If anything, it makes us stumble. It's our squad depth. But listen, you got to be there. The big boys want to play in it. So we can't ignore it, whether it is overhyped or not. And listen, you look at it now, 4 teams left in the competition. There's only 1 English team in there. So I know what you're saying, the top 6 clubs are better than 90%, but there's only 1 in the last 4, and that's Man City. You know, Man United fell into the Europa League this year. Tottenham got brushed by a not great AC Milan team. We didn't make it. Liverpool got knocked out by Madrid. You know, it can happen. So we got to be in the Champions League. What you got to do is create a squad that can handle it. There's an injury here to Madueke for Chelsea. Mudryk is the 2nd fastest player in Europe, says John. Is it Alphonso Davies, the quickest, I think, one? Yeah, Mudryk's rapid. Absolutely rapid. Kivior's had a good game. Fair play to Kivior. Arsenal fans are booing Mudryk. Our fan base are cringeworthy. I know it is football and they might see it as banter. I'm not going to jump on it. I wouldn't boo him. There's no reason for me to boo the guy. Why am I going to boo him? He wanted to join us. We didn't pay the money. He went elsewhere. He wasn't going to stay. He wasn't going to stay with his with Shakhtar when he can go Chelsea and get 100 bags a week. If we're being honest. So I don't know why they're booing him, but what's the score going to be tonight, Tad? 3-0 to Chelsea. Big up Smokey, man. Big up Smokey with the super chat. Yeah, they're booing players, but Edu gets a pass. He don't sign them. He was literally twerking to join us. Here he is up against Ben White. Let's see what he's about. Nah, they've messed it up there. You can tell, though, that as soon as he gets the ball, Arsenal getting like 2 players on him. Oh, foul there. Conor Gallagher is a player that I definitely think is massively overrated. McLovin said Arsenal fans want loyalty from non-Arsenal players. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. He ain't going to stay at Shakhtar Donetsk on 10 grand a week when Chelsea are offering him 100 bags a week. South London's finally said, I think Poch will turn Mudryk into a Son type of player. So he could do. He could do. Son was kind of similar. Techie, very quick, not a lot of end product. And Poch got that out of him. Mudryk's taking a free kick to Chelsea down by the touchline. Do not do anything stupid. 13 minutes to go. Defend properly. Win the header. Don't turn this into a contest. There's no need. Mudryk whips it in. Flicked on. Chelsea appealing for handball. It goes out for a corner. I think there's a VAR check. Did that? I mean, the Chelsea players aren't really complaining about it. They seem to appeal. Corner to Chelsea. Mudryk to take it. Lots of empty seats in the Chelsea end, by the way. They've given up by the looks of it. Mudryk in swinging corner. Deal with this properly, please. It's a high one. It's in the air. Ramsdale. See, I told people. Ramsdale is not very good at collecting crosses. I don't know why. He gets caught in the mix. I never see him just come out and just collect the ball, man. Throw into Arsenal, though. Tierney to take it. Ziyech coming on for Chelsea. Famously went to France to join PSG and they didn't get the paperwork done. Madueke comes off. He scored. CJ said, would you still sign Mudryk if Chelsea were to offer him? I think we got to get our own players now, man. He is a good player, though. Listen, I definitely think there's talent there. I got to be honest, if Mudryk came to Arsenal, I think Arteta and him would have been a good connection. Arteta's good with wingers. But here's what it is. Grace Guna said, Emmy all day. You know my thoughts on that one, man. Emmy was the guy. Gabriel Jesus gets clattered there by Kovacic. Yellow card. Free kick to Arsenal just over the halfway line. Ram Kumar said, Arteta is the reason we are second. He is also the reason why we've bottled the league. It's a good point, you know. That's the positive and the negative side of him, possibly. Would you still take Felix? He's a baller, man. I can't turn him down. And they haven't really used him there, have they? But again, I just want to get away from any Chelsea players. Unless you're getting me Reece James or someone like that. Let's just create our own player. I'm just sick of signing players and you go, oh, who did you used to play? Oh, Chelsea. Okay, all right. Let's leave it. But, you know, they have got a few players I would take. I would still take João Felix if you're looking at just the quality of him. But the only thing with Felix, the only reason I possibly wouldn't, I think we need a striker that's different. Somebody with a bit of physical presence. Is he too similar to Jesus? Small, quite sharp, links up play. I think we need somebody a bit stronger and a bit more physical. People saying Sterling is a massive flop this season. The fact we're the youngest in the league is encouraging, yeah, but we have to build on it. Have to build on it. Is Kieran Tierney clears the ball under pressure from Ziyech? No, I wouldn't take Aspilicueta. Old, man. He's... Oh, look, Gabriel's down now. Said from time, take him off. No, let's leave him. Let's leave him on the pitch to get injured. It's the third time he's been on the floor. Take him off. He's looking at the bench. Oh, Rob Holding's warming up. With the long hair. He was bold as Phil Mitchell in the summer. The hair's flicking about in the wind. Gabriel's down for the third time. Chelsea play on. Ramsdale collects it. We have got 9 minutes to go. I have to admit, I'm a little bit disappointed with this second half. Just take him off the pitch, man. We've got no other decent centre-back. Saliba's out. What are you waiting for, man? What the hell are you waiting for? Jay-Z settings. Take him off. You lose him out injured. You're playing Kivior and Rob Holding in a 2. Like, do me a favour. Just take him off the damn pitch. There's 9 minutes left. Clean sheet ain't going to happen. Hey, Phil Mitchell's in the chat. He said, my hair is beautiful. Oh, dear. Jorginho, by the way, him and Xhaka have been decent. Let's give them some credit. Chelsea have actually got a strong midfield out there, and we've kept the ball well in midfield today. So fair play to those two, and 2 goals for Odegaard. So the bagel was not there today. It was a proper donut, jam donut. Sign Ivan Toney. We all know he wants to have a kickabout with the big boys. I would definitely take Ivan Toney this summer. Goal scorer, penalty taker, strong. Definitely would take him. Can't believe Emile Smith-Rowe hasn't come on. 8 minutes to go. No run out for him. The minute Trossard came off, we couldn't go direct. We definitely seem to have dipped since he's come off. Even though I don't think he was having a great game, I think he was connecting things well for us. We lost control when Trossard came off, said Sports Genius. English muffin more like. Is Thomas Partey fit? I'm not sure. I mean, he's on the bench. Here come Arsenal on the attack. Come on, add a 4th. Reece Nelson up against Ben Chilwell, right-hand side. Get at him, Reece. Go on, lad. That's the recycle. Gives the ball back to Ben White. They doubled up on him quickly there. Yeah, so Reece Eichel. I like that one. Cruz coming with a one-line jokes. Oh, shot by Odegaard. Saved at the near post by Kepa. Is that a penalty, ref? That's got to be a VAR check. Nelson saying that he nicked the ball ahead of their defender. Right, VAR check. Possible penalty. I want to see Curtis here on the barber's floor. Listen, I said if they win the league, we do it. Why not? I'm committing to it. Is this a penalty? Odegaard has the shot. Comes out to Nelson. Does he clip him? Oh, he nicks the ball. He nicks the ball. I can't lie. Fofana touches the ball there. Look, Gabriel, I'm sorry, man. What is this? How many warning signs does Mikel Arteta need before here comes Rob Holding with the headband? You should have took him off 20 minutes ago when he was holding his hamstring. Thomas Partey's coming on. And now Gabriel he's only been on the floor 4 times. How injured do you need him to be before you get him off the pitch? Yeah, Cruz with the cheeky one-liner there. Reece Eichel. I like that. That was a good one. You're learning. Don't go anywhere. Do you know what? I think he's all right. He's limping, though. I hope that's the kick rather than when he was holding the hamstring. I mean, he's applauding the fans. He looks all right. I think he's all right. Shakes hands with Ziyech. Rob Holding comes on. And Thomas Partey's coming on as well. Bossard is the best game changer. We have people that may not see it. Trossard got subbed and we stopped going direct. A lot of you talking about Trossard. Could be true. Maybe he's the connector. Jorginho comes off. He's had a good game. He's kept the ball very well. Chelsea have not asked enough questions of him. He's done really well there. And Partey comes on. Fair play. He's done well. Big up Brian who said, Big C, Brooklyn boys, happy. Why not change us 4 matches ago? We lack killer instinct. We are a 1-bullet gunner. Pray for Gabriel. Listen, even tonight, 3-0 up against Chelsea at half-time. They're completely done. They've hardly had a chance. You're saying, come on, go and beat them 5 or 6. Put out a statement. Goal difference, you don't know, do you? You don't know what goal difference is what effect it's gonna have. We take our foot off the gas, concede a goal, gets a bit nervy, and that's what they need to learn from, moving forward. Chalobah comes on for Fofana for Chelsea. 5 minutes to go. Big up Brian with the super chat. Brooklyn in the building. Big up everyone. Locked, nearly 4,000 of you tuned in. Big up everyone on Twitch as well. C-Unit Business. We're on subscriber only mode in the comments now. Whoever said that earlier, man, big up for that. Definitely makes the chat easier to manage and also encourages people to subscribe, I suppose. A man said, Curtis, for you, a brilliant attacker is only goals and assists, which is partially true, but a sign of a good attacker is also it makes the right passes in the final third. Trossard does that. Now, where I come back to you on that comment, I'm talking about the striker. I'm not talking about the attacker. We've got 3 attacking players, 4 if you include Odegaard. I'm talking about the number 9, the goal scorer. If you've got Firmino playing in that striker role or Jesus playing like this, but you've got 2 wingers getting you 20 goals a season, you can get away with it. We've seen Liverpool win Champions Leagues. Salah and Mane getting 25 a season. Firmino can get 10 goals. At the moment, Saka and Martinelli, they've had great seasons. They're still not quite getting 20, 25 goals in the league. I don't think we can afford to have a striker who's only getting 9, 10 goals a season. I think for us to win the league, we need 18, 19, 20 plus goals a season. That's my point. I'm talking about the striker, not the overall attack. I'm just talking about the striker. Haaland is him. Listen, as good as Manchester City are, Man City won the league last year with no out-and-out striker. Pep still tried to buy Kane the year before and still went and got Haaland because he had Aguero all that time as well. So as good as City are, as good as Pep has created a team, he still knew to get over that finish line, potentially in the Champions League, you need that striker. I'm telling you, you have games where the wingers get kept quiet and you need that goal scorer to just bang. I haven't played well, but I've scored. And I hope that Jesus can become that. I hope he can go from 10, 15 to 20, you know. Shaquille, you're welcome, Big C. We're a community. We help each other. Teamwork makes the dream work. Come on, man. Togetherness, people. Togetherness. Big up yourself. Tarun said we missed out on Isaac or Isak. What do you think? He's got potential. Start of the season, I thought, is he all that? End of the season, I'm like, this guy's a baller. Some of the footwork I'm seeing from him is ridiculous. McLovin said Osimhen is next. He would cook at Arsenal. I just can't see Arsenal paying what's required, man. 100 million minimum to even have a conversation. We ain't dropping 100 million on a player. I just don't see it. Ben Chilwell up against Reece Nelson. Come on, get up, bro. Good tackle, Ben White on Gallagher. Tackles flying in. Oh, my days. I think Partey nutmeg Kante then, but then he lost the ball. A lot of security going around the Chelsea fans now. Maybe it's kicking off. Although there are a lot of empty seats there anyway, and there has been all game. I think the Chelsea fans have given up on this season. Isaac is not better than Jesus. That's an interesting... I don't know. He's a baller. We haven't seen mad goals from him. How many goals has he scored? I know he hasn't played sort of all of the season because they were playing... He's got 10 goals in 17 games, 15 starts. He's a baller. He's definitely a good player. I'm not sure. Let's give him a bit more time. Free kick to Chelsea. Mudryk over it. Ziyech over it. We're in the 89th minute. Second half was a bit disappointing, you know. Obviously, we're heading into Newcastle on Sunday, which is a big, big game. If we are going to hang on in this title race, you know, that's probably our hardest game of the season. Ziyech whips it in, headed away at the near post by Gabriel Jesus. Here's Mudryk up against Reece Nelson. Whips the cross in, headed away at the near post. Kieran Tierney. Can we hit them on the break? Come on. He gives a free kick to Chelsea, the ref. We had a 2v1 there as well. Okay. Arsenal fans shining. What's it called? Laser. Yeah, laser pen. Yeah, look. Arsenal fans shining laser pens on Mudryk. Come on, man. Go on better than that. I don't rate things like that, man. Just what we're supposed to do, handle ourselves with class. Yeah, we wanted you at the club. You've gone elsewhere, but we're flying, you're struggling. That's enough of a message to send to him. The Arsenal fans are booing him. and shining laser pens in his face. I don't like that. Be better than that, man. He's in a more difficult situation than us. He probably wants to play for Arsenal. So yeah, man, I think that's a bit poor from Arsenal, from the fans anyway that are doing that. Big up Snake Eyes, who said, big up the community. Big C, how have the boys played today? On vacation in Mexico. I'm not watching Arsenal again, but I will tune in. What is yours and Cruz's size for basketball jerseys, says Snake Eyes. Well, what size are you? Cruz wears, I don't know what the sizes are. Like 12 to 13 in kid size. I'd probably wear a large. But yeah, big up Snake Eyes. Enjoy your vacay in Mexico, bro. You're living the high life, man. NBA on tonight. NBA settings, man. Don Arsenal said, why am I still scared winning 3-1? It's Arsenal, bro. We're never comfortable. 2-0 leads. We just dash them in the bin. It's not fair on Mudryk. I bet you he was forced to join Chelsea. Yeah, man. You think Shakhtar Donetsk were going to let an £88 million offer be rejected? They told him, you're gone, bro. I don't care if you want to go Arsenal. You're leaving. They need that dough. He had no choice. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's a good move for him still, but I don't think the fans should be booing him and shining laser pens, man. Hey, George G, relax yourself, man. Johnny said, yeah, as soon as the title's over, we're good again. We're a Champions League side, man. Arteta deserves some credit. He can't have the mentality for the players, but he helps them along. All one can do, I would say, go and buy big boys in the summer. Kivior gets bullied by Havertz there and saved by Ramsdale. That's the first thing I've seen there that I didn't like from Kivior. I think he's had a good game. Havertz bodies him, puts him on the floor. I don't like that, bro. Yo, you might have to go in the gym with Fabio. Let's get him some protein shakes, man. You can't be getting bullied by Kai Havertz. He's not even that strong. Wait till Haaland and them man turn up. Them man got some real strength. So Kivior, you know, you have had a good game, but yo, you go in gym 9:30 in the morning, pure gym. It's 24 hours, only £15 a month. You can't be getting bodied like that. This is the Prem. We don't play them games. Can't be getting physically bullied by a man like Shai Havertz. Is Mudryk on the run? Step overs up against Ben White. Aye. Stands it up to the back post. Header saved by the keeper. Kieran Tierney's down holding his head. Again, they were shining laser pens on him. I'm saying it. I'm saying it. I don't care what anyone says, right? I think this Mudryk's a baller. He's just silky. There's a silkiness about him. He's a player, man. He's a player. If Chelsea click next year, look, laser pens again. So poor, man. So poor. Look. Come on, man. Come on. It's probably some little youth on the front row getting excited. You know what I mean? Never had a laser pen in his life. Here's Odegaard. Finds Granit Xhaka. Xhaka shoots. Saved by Kepa. Comes out to Nelson. Stands up across to the back post. It's cleared by Chelsea. There was 5 minutes added on. We're in the fourth. Big up fan reactions FC with a super sticker. Appreciate that. He's a beast. No, I think he's good, man. Trust me. You can see there's bags of potential there. There really is. Listen, I'm not going to have a go at the whole fan base, but whoever's doing it, you're letting the club down doing that. It's not a good image to portray, you know. Ben White's down holding his ankle. Somebody just got a yellow card there. I didn't even see it. It's Conor Gallagher. Massively overrated player, by the way, Conor Gallagher. Don't rate him at all. Martinelli is terrible today, said Shakir. He's hardly had the ball, has he? He's been quiet. I think we still have to be careful when a player's had a quiet game than when he's had a bad game, you know? Full-time whistle goes, people. Full-time whistle goes. Arsenal 3, Chelsea 1. Eros, I swear you've asked me this question about 50 times. He says Bob Marley or Beres Hammond. If that wasn't a super chat, it's got to be a timeout now. We all know it's Bob Marley, my friend. Subs didn't really influence the game that much. Anyway, we're top of the league again, shamelessly. Man City 2 points behind, 2 games in hand. Let's get your review. Cruise with the review. What are you saying, bro?
Good.
Looking like Travis Scott with a fresh hair.
Yes, sir.
What are you saying about that performance? No pressure, FC.
Yeah.
3-1 when there's no pressure. What are you saying? Come over a bit.
Good goals.
Good goal. Odegaard's goal. Very good.
Very good goals.
Any chance of the title, or is it done and dusted?
It's done.
It's over.
It's over.
Do we beat Newcastle on Sunday? It's a tough game.
I'm not sure.
Not sure.
Conceded to Chelsea.
What are you saying? Chelsea, they're like a championship team, really, aren't they? They're the most expensive championship team ever.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll ask you quickly. For next season, give me some names that you'd like to see come in to improve.
Ivan Toney.
Ivan Toney. You take Ivan Toney up top.
Caicedo.
Yeah, big fan of him. Yeah, I'd take him.
And I still like Vlahovic as well.
Still like Vlahovic, yeah?
Yeah.
Daily Dusan. What about, who's the, Leao?
Yeah, I like Leao.
Leao's a baller, innit?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll get you on. All right, give me your prediction now then for Newcastle.
For Newcastle, that's tough. I'm going to go 2-2.
2-2?
Yeah.
2-2, okay. So you're not fully caught. It's a tough game, innit?
Yeah.
The Joe Willock derby.
Yeah.
Big up yourself, bro. Appreciate it.
See.
Anyway, people, 3-1 win to Arsenal. Zinchenko, look at Mudryk looking at Zinchenko. Like, talk to me, my international teammate. Listen, Arsenal won. We would have all taken 3-1 before the game. I predicted 2-1. I think we should have won 4 or 5-0. It is what it is. Collect the 3 points. Keep it moving. Chelsea were poor. They shouldn't have even scored. Before we go, let's quickly have a look at the Premier League table. As we always do. We did look at it at half-time, but we might as well look at it again. We're shamelessly top. It's not even a celebratory top of the league. We're shamelessly top of the league, but we'll take it. Give Cruz the war chest. And let's have a quick look at it before we round up. Man of the match is going to be interesting. I'm not sure I'd give man of the match to. I suppose it's hard not to give it to Odegaard with 2 goals. I thought Kivior did pretty well. I thought Jorginho and Xhaka did well. But we'll talk about it in player ratings tomorrow. Arsenal top of the league. 2 points clear of Man City. I mean, McLovin's in here throwing up the shark emoji. We know that Jaws have been hunting us for a long time. All we can do is hope that West Ham do something tomorrow. Declan Rice, you can get yourself the move to Arsenal with a good performance tomorrow. Michael, thank you for the super chat. While we're raiding the Brighton cupboard, how do you like Matoma? I like him. I think he's a quality player. He'd be expensive. Finally, a green tick on the board after all them poor performances, man. All them draws and stuff. Rice and Peas, do something for me, man. Listen, he can earn himself a move to Arsenal tomorrow with a centre midfield masterclass for Arsenal. So, yeah, top of the league again, people. Just in the comments, who would your man of the match be today? I honestly can't really think who. I think Jorginho and Xhaka did well. Odegaard got 2 goals. I thought Kivior did well. They're probably the main ones for me. Gabriel was pretty solid. You maybe go Odegaard for the 2 goals. I think the quality of the first goal gives him man of the match for me. I would go Martin Odegaard, but I'm not angry if you're going Xhaka, Jorginho, Kivior, Gabriel at the back. Thought Jesus played well, but should have scored again. A lot of you going Odegaard. Very good performance. 2 goals. Kivior. Ricky said Xhaka, if not Odegaard. A few of you going, surely it's Aubameyang had a stinker. Kivior had a solid game. Johnny said, I think Ivan Toney is the best, to be honest. Nobody would dominate Saliba like he did, winning 7 out of 7 headers. Exactly. Captain Odegaard says, Rambo, totally agree. Kind of feel sorry for Mudryk. Confident, shot to pieces. Yeah, listen, Poch will be a good manager for him. He's good with those kind of players. Henaguna said, where's his comment? Shame we could not claw back more of the goal difference. No pressure FC in full effect. Curtis, why can't we stop conceding? We never seem to keep a clean sheet. CD's clip said West Ham will beat Manchester City 2-1. I hope you're right. Let's speak it into existence. Mudrick, man of the match, says Trident. For me, listen, I'm going Odegaard, man of the match. But I do think Jorginho, Xhaka played well. Thought Gabriel Jesus played pretty well. Should have scored again. Thought Gabriel and Kivior did well. Definitely looking at Kivior thinking, why have you not given him an opportunity over the last few weeks instead of Rob Holding? But for me, man of the match, Martin Odegaard. The first goal was absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, I'll go for Odegaard. Anyway, people, thank you very much for tuning in. Still 3.5K in the chat. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back on tomorrow. Press conference reaction, player ratings. We'll talk about the game. We'll look ahead to the Newcastle game at the weekend. And we'll talk transfer news if there is any, people. Arsenal 3, Chelsea 1. Probably should have won the game 4 or 5-0. A little bit disappointed to concede a goal. But listen, we'd have all taken the win. We're back to the top of the league. Shamelessly, West Ham, Declan Rice, over to you tomorrow night, people. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bless.